Evans, I am the GM. If you try to thievery my nuggies, I'm banning you from my table. Higher than 11. So, like, I know I never do this, but what if we started before the countdown ended, you know? I never start before the countdown ended because I'm impatient. Not me. Never me. I forgot to take my sweatshirt off because I'm cold, but my sweater's, like, stained, and I need to wash it, but I've been too lazy. So that's my plight. Hello. How are you? It's been a hot minute. It's been a while. Why am I wearing headphones? I don't need headphones when I'm streaming. I always wear headphones when I'm streaming, and I don't need them. What's up? I forgot to do my hair. Do I delay stream 3 minutes so I can go do my hair? No. No, I don't. The fade will do enough work. The fade will do enough heavy lifting. Hello, Indiegogo Boy, Thorlox, Miss Succubus, Sir Coach, General Knight, Hunter, Red Sarah, First Last, Shadiria, Fireman. How's everyone doing? Hello. I'm having a pretty decent day. Pretty decent day this morning. Mostly just been focused on getting the stream ready. Music's still running, that's fine. I'll turn it down. I'll turn it way down. I don't know if the music will run the whole stream, but it's just nice to have something in the background. Evans, Mammal, Elianis, Felipe, Eldritch, Riven, Rob, what's up? Bye. What's good? What's good? Sorry if my voice is a little bit low. I've been nursing a cough, a little bit sniffly. It's the most wonderful time of the year. Flu season. Yo, what's up? What's up, Ash? Yeah, Ash is a mod now. Everyone claps for Soken. Clap, because mod. What's up? What's up, King? What's up, Jonathan? Good to see you. Over for Greek Myth TTRPG? Hell yeah. Love to see it. Howdy, Olive. Great to see you. God, so many names I haven't seen in forever. Like, I've seen you in the comments, but I haven't, like, seen you in a while. I wish I had more to show off here. My goal was to have, like, my whole setup done before I started streaming again. It's not. All of my Pathfinder books are down there. There's even more in there. I just haven't cleaned off the bookshelf to put them up and display them all pretty. But I have my ADHD poster, which you cannot read. Oh, but it feels good to be back. It feels real damn good to be back. Poppy the Player and Game Master Coin, I've been so freaking excited. Yeah, all the remaster stuff is really, really cool. And that's why I've been making videos about it every single day. But that's not what we're here to talk about today. Today we're talking about our book that me, Eldritch, Obscura, Nathan, countless other freelancers all put their heart, soul, and blood into. It's finally out. Yeah, and I'm still shuffling cards. I still do that. I feel like I haven't streamed on YouTube in forever. Titty Mouse, don't worry about the Titty Mouse pad. That was from a different era. That was from the Twitch era that my viewers got me. Yes, Titty Mouse pad. It's JoJo. It's so comfortable. You have no clue how comfortable this thing is. Like, I have not looked back. I have a second one because my viewers accidentally bought me two. I have another backup somewhere in the garage that, like, 2 or 3 years from now when this thing gets worn down, I have another one. You thought it would be a waifu, but it was I, Jotaro! Oh my god, what's good, everyone? You have that on your wish list? It's so good. It is no joke, the best mouse pad I've ever had in my life. It's fantastic. What's up, Creative Burst? Good to see you. Few things before we get started. First off, just because it's in my contract and I don't mind being a sellout. G Fuel. I like it. Get it. Use code NONAT, N-O-N-A-T at checkout to get 20 to 30% off your order. It's good stuff. It's not arsenic. Just disclaimer. Disclaimer, don't inhale G Fuel. Drink it, swallow it like a liquid. Don't replace oxygen with G Fuel. Oh my god. Anyway, the book we're looking at today. Boom. The title's not on screen. Boom. Sinclair'S Almanac from Sinclair's library. Y'all, it's time. It is real. And also, there should be a little thing, if Stream Elements is working, yo, Rel, the art, low-key, the art is my favorite part of this book. There is so much artwork, it's insane. Obscura or Eldritch, you might know better than me. What percentage of our budget did we spend on artwork? I remember hearing the ballpark was like 60 to 70% of the budget was just art. Because, like, the guys we were paying to do the artwork were, like, top tier. Because, at the end of the day, a rule book is cool for rules, but it's even better if it's something you can, like, look at multiple times, show off to people. Like, oh my god. And I don't know if y'all remember, these are all the old iconics. Do y'all remember, like, a year or two ago, when we were trying to push the Known At Ones iconics? We've got Shaka, the Beastkin Magus, Unarmed Magus. We've got Panza Drake Rider, the Ranger with a Drake Companion. We've got, what was your name? We have Kalani, the Gnome Druid, who's in wild form. I forget what it's called now. It's, Untamed form, I think it's called now, in the remaster. And then, why can't I remember your name? Oh, Snow Goblin, I love you. You're the one who, it was a big chunk, yeah. Damn it. Oh, I invented you, I created you, I built you, but my memory is garbaggio. It's on the website. What's up, Paul? Good to see you. But yeah, no, all the artwork in this. And then, of course, Liliana, which I think I saw someone in chat say Liliana Titty Mousepad when? Obscura, write that down. And until I remember his name is Garbaggio. But yeah, Sinclair'S Almanac is here. If you go to the website right now and buy it, you can get the PDF right away. I think it's still considered a pre-order because it is not 100, well, so it's, how do I word this? It's finished, but this is version 0.9. All of the content is here. It has been laid out. It has been edited. It is, Rugo Sharpwit. Thank you, General Knight. Thank you so much. This has everything except, like, the table of contents, the OGL at the back. Oh, it does have the OGL at the back. It doesn't have, like, our staff list yet. Those are the big things left, is the staff list and the table of contents. That's about all we are missing. After that, it's pretty much done, aside from maybe some little layout changes and a couple edits we might have missed. But yeah, it's in your hands. You order it on the website right now, sinclairslibrary.com, link in the description. And you will have this in your hands, or digitally. If it's on your phone, it's in your hand. 0.9 Oracle will be added. Okay, cool. So we're missing some Oracle stuff. Gotcha. But cool. So yeah, 95% of the content is there. Sorry if I cough a lot during this stream. Like I said, I've been nursing a cold for like the last 3 weeks. I had it for about a week and a half, and then it went away for 4 days. And then it came back, and that's been ass. But how about we get into this? How about we read? One thing, King Backers input a code. Obscura, you might know better than I. How do you get it off BackerKit? The PDF is available on BackerKit for Kickstarters who backed it, right? I don't know how BackerKit works because I have one brain cell and it's on vacation. But Obscura, hopefully you know. I think Nathan knows, but Nathan is at work right now. Stop nursing it and give it the boot. Look, you gotta take care of the cold. Viruses are people too. Thanks, Stream Elements. Yeah, there's the link right there. You can buy the Almanac PDF right now. Is it going to be made compatible with BackerKit? Should be in the downloadable content. So if you log into your BackerKit, I guess there's a downloadable content section. The PDF is there. It should be compatible with Foundry, yeah. I think we're talking to Path Builder. I don't know if it's compatible with Foundry yet. I have not been following our through line with them. That'll be a question for Obscura or Nathan if he ever shows up. BackerKit was on. I had to go to my old survey email. Oh, weird. Huh. Awesome. So, I want to actually start with a poll here. What are we starting with, y'all? What are we starting with? New classes, new ancestries, new archetypes. Or actually, I'll even add new items. And boom. The stream is in your hands, chat. What are we starting with? Foundry, yes, even if I have to do it myself. Let's go, Obscura. Hell yeah. Oh, man. I'm guessing the answer is going to be classes, because y'all a bunch of basics, but also I respect you. As a Foundry version on the website, I think that's still a pre-order. Like, I know we accepted the fact that we are going to do it on Foundry, and like Obscura said, even if we have to program it ourselves, but it will happen. I don't have a date for you, but we will happen. I want to see the bovine people. How close is it? Ooh, it's close. It's close. Classes might win out, but it's close. I'll give you a second as I finish my G Fuel and crack open, like, my new favorite drink. Not a sponsor, but would take it in a second. Have y'all had this? Have y'all had the strawberries and cream Dr. Pepper? Like, yo? Like, yo? Ooh, that hiss. Current Foundry version for the Almanac is playtest and incomplete. Gotcha. Dr. Poppy? It's Dr. Poppy? All right. It's not unanimous, but it's 48% out of a 4-option vote. We're going with the classes. I knew that was going to be the answer, but I wanted to give you a chance. Any chance of Path Builder or Wanderer's Guide? We have talked about Path Builder. I don't know if that's committed yet, but we have talked about Path Builder. Yo, Hijinks, what's good? What's good? Oh, man. Bought the thing? Let's go! You can read along. Hell yeah. Zions Cherry Lime Horror? What does that mean, Eldritch? I don't know what that means. All right. So, sorry, Ancestries. Sorry. Okay, we can still look at the cute bovine people. Look at these guys. Look at these guys. Yo, Kadashet, thank you for pledging as a level 1 member. Welcome to the party. Look at her. She's so cute. Oh my god, you can't read the alerts at all over the white page. That's okay. She's so cute. Where's the other one? Oh, the other one's the Thaumaturge. And then the no-sites. The no-site rock people. Look at them. Look at her name is Kisa. Oh, I would give her a Kisa. Oh my god, yeah. We have an entire chapter dedicated to the Bovians in the items section because the Bovians are known for their glass blowing. And we have made glass blown items. Like, I believe weapons and stuff that were made of blown glass that have their own unique effects. It's super cool. So yeah, and then the no-sites, which are our rocky boys. Big ol' rocks. They're like rocks that do stuff, because they're rocks. Big Chungus Rocky Boy. This is the original one, back before they were even called no-sites. We were going to call them something else, but then it was way too close to a Marvel term, so we're like, Disney? We're not going to touch that. We'd break the OGL before we step to Disney. Here they are! Here's the artwork. Let me give a zoom out here. Here is the 2 new classes right here. The Thanor and the Shaman. I need to... Where's my cursor? It has capture cursor on. Why isn't it showing my cursor? That's annoying. It won't show my cursor. Oh, there it is. Okay, now it's there. Cool. Oh, it's because I wasn't tabbed in. Okay. Thanor, Bovian Thanor, Lizard Folk, Shaman. Class, all I see is beefcakes. This is... I hadn't seen this artwork until like 2 weeks ago. This artwork is insane. Look at these guys. Look at the Shaman with like his banner and the hatchet and the magic. The Thanor with the eyes and the... Oh! Do you see why we spent so much on art? Do you see? Is the final version orc-based and compatible with the revised versions? I believe the final version is still OGL-based. I don't think we have the... Unfortunately, we don't have the resources to rewrite everything to change to Orc at this point. Because all of Sinclair's was written under OGL before we knew Orc was even happening, we had to write it with the OGL in mind, and we're, at this point, a very small team running on fumes. So, rewriting the entire book isn't in the cards right now. Oh my god. My partner's chomping at the bit to play a shaman. They should be. They should be. Look at it. It's sexy. I'm excited to make the Lizard Folk Shaman, something I've been waiting for since I first made a Lizard Folk Druid. Yeah, honestly. Let's check them out. Shamans first, alright? Let's do this. The Shaman. Where some find power in books, the divine, or magical performance, you draw your power from the primal forces of life. Represented by your shamanic emblem, your control over necromantic energy has a very precise field of expertise, from bonding with mythical beasts, manipulating the life source of your enemies, or even reanimating the dead to fight for you. But your powerful magic comes at a high cost, your own life force. This is a con-based caster, which we did right before Kineticist, but then everything took forever. Which, technically, that's the weirdest thing. Kineticist technically a martial class. If we're talking about the way that the class is written, technically a martial. Kineticist. Shaman. Concaster. So Concaster, 8+ Constitution modifier of hit points. Also, did you know somebody made a Thanator class mod for BG3? Yeah! Oh, let me show that off real quick, because I forgot that was a thing. I meant to show that off a while ago. I can take this one. So here's the website. Here is the website of Sinclair's. But if we look up, here I'll find it first. You never show browsers. You never know what pops up. BG3 Thanator mod. Boom. There it is. There it is. Sinclair's Library, the Thanator class, playable as a Baldur's Gate 3 mod. What's it up to? It was doing really well. 35,000 views, 7,000 downloads, like 4,600 unique downloads. Hell yeah. All of it playable, all of it that's based on our 5e version of the class. You can get that right now for Baldur's Gate 3. We'll go over the class after the Shaman, but yeah, Thanator is in Baldur's Gate 3, and you can play it right now. Our creative designer, our creative lead, made the mod himself. He learned how to mod Baldur's Gate 3 on his own and made the class. But we'll talk about that later. Right now, the Shaman. Constitution key ability score, 8+ Constitution modifier, trained in perception, expert in fortitude and will, trained in reflex, only skilled in nature, and 3+ intelligence. Shaman is not a super skill-focused class, but they are trained in martial weapons. This is a... Why is this... Is it my on? The zooming always futzes with this, so now I need to, like... That's why I moved these around. Okay. Trained in martial weapon. Caster is martial weapon trained. Super freaking rare, and I love that. Only trained in light armor, and this is now just trained in spell attack rolls, but they do use the primal spell list. Is the physical book available? Not yet, no. This is still version 0.9 of the Almanac, but it is available to the public if they backed it on Kickstarter or pre-ordered it. Ooh, I'm going to skip over all the flavor, because flavor, you know, whatever. So, new trait, Vitamancy. Vitamancy is so cool. To use an action with the Vitamancy trait, you must spend a number of hit points depending on your level. This is referred to as your Vitamancy cost and cannot be mitigated in any way. So you can't use temporary hit points to spend on Vitamancy cost. You can only use one... I don't think... That probably counts as mitigation. I assume. Obscura or Eldritch, if either of you could clarify. For those of you who don't know, Eldritch Osiris Games and Tabletop Obscura... or Eldritch Dream Games and Tabletop Obscura in chat here, those are two of our main devs. Those are two of our devs from Sinclair's. If you have any questions, or if I have any questions, feel free to ask them in chat. Yo, what's up? Good to see you, Eli. You can only use one action and one reaction with the Vitamancy trait each round. Actions with the Vitamancy trait also have the Necromancy trait, unless another magical school trait is present, which means less nowadays because of the remaster. You pay out your HP under temp HP. So even if you have 5 temp HP, if you are spending Vitamancy, you can't. It sacrifices from your current health. You don't lose your temp HP, but it doesn't sacrifice it. Yo, what's up, cat? God, the art is so good, isn't it? Right? Oh, you picked it up, Thorlock, so you're looking at it yourself? Hell yeah. So the Vitamancy, interesting. We started scaling it differently. Interesting. So it goes up by 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2. Okay. 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, and then 19 to 20 just goes up by 1. Okay. Yo, Brad! Oh my god, hello! You're doing the layout for our 5e stuff right now? Let's go! Hell yeah, thanks for stopping by. So yeah, they changed the way Vitamancy scales compared to how it used to be. I think it used to just be... No, it used to be triple your level. So it's gotten a little bit more lenient. I guess triple your level was a little bit too brutal. So all shamans get Vital Heal. As a free action, you trade your own life force to heal your friends. An ally within 20 feet of you regains a number of hit points equal to your Vitamancy cost. Boom. Once per turn as a free action at level 1, you can cut 3 of your own hit points, give it to an ally. At level 11, it slows down. Oh, yeah, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, cool. That's nice. I like that. So you can actually start out, like, with your hit points, you can sort of start outscaling your vitamin C cost at higher levels. That's a really good way to balance that. Also, I should clear something up, because it's going to sound really weird to people who don't have the context. There will be times it sounds like I'm tooting my own horn, because to a lot of you, I think a lot of you see this as, oh, that's Nonat1's book. Nonat1's wrote that. No. I wrote maybe 10% of this book. The rest was written by our freelancers, our creative leads, our design leads, everybody else on the team. A lot of this I have never seen before. So you are going to get my honest and real first impressions. Like, I haven't read the Shaman class in 6 months. It's gone through changes. So, yeah, there will be times where I'm like, oh, wow, that's a really good design. And that's not just me complimenting myself. That's me complimenting the people who actually wrote it. I am tooting many different horns. People know me as quite the tutor. Can't believe Nonat designed, wrote, and did art for an entire supplement all on his own. That's me. You know it. Even the artwork, that's me. But this, I love this as a base class level 1 feature. Right at level 1, being able to trade hit points with your allies. It's not an inherent gain one way or the other. It's just like your team's collective health pool is not changing, but you are balancing it in a way. You're at 15 health, your fighter's at 2, you at level 1, you know, you can drop to 12 to put them up to 5. That's huge. Like, that can be so game changing, and I love it. It's a fun way to fight the game, and it gives your GM this interesting game of whack-a-mole, where every time they hit one, they might pop back up, but another one will pop back down, and the GM needs to keep swiping at different people to actually knock them down. The only thing that this is too powerful for is getting somebody from unconscious. This is a free action, quote-unquote, no resource heal. It's only within 20 feet, so it's short range, but it is, if someone drops to 0 and they're dying 1, or hell, even if they're dying 3, you can just vital heal as a free action. Free action, very strong. It reminds me of Healing Word from D&D 5e. That being said, with the updated dying rules, that's not that good. Dying is so scary now. I'll make a video about that next week. It's, dying in the remaster is terrifying. So, Shamanic Emblems. These are your subclasses. You got the Emblem of Blood, Emblem of Death, Emblem of the Beast, and Emblem of War. The Emblem of Blood, each of these gives you a first level feat? No. Yes? No. Yes? Yes? No. Yes? No. Yes. You get a unique action and a unique feat and a specific spell to your repertoire. I mean, with those clarified Wounded Dying, do you really want rubber band like that? Exactly, right? With Wounded Dying as it's supposed to be, rubber banding is a way to die fast. I might be too stupid to realize how the new dying rules work. If you don't like it, you'll just use pre-remaster. Totally fine. Apparently, the new ones are how dying was always supposed to work, but we'll see. But your emblem gives you a first level class feat, a first level vitamin C action, and it adds a spell to your repertoire, which I didn't say. Oh, does it come up later? It is a spontaneous caster. Shamans are spontaneous. They are a spontaneous primal caster, which aside from some sorcerers, I believe is the only other spontaneous primal, right? There's no other spontaneous primals in the game? Could oracles? No, oracles are always divine, right? I think so. Spontaneous casting supremacy. So, Emblem of Blood gets you blood manipulation. As a free action, you manipulate the blood flow of your enemies to hinder their movements. A creature within 20 feet of you becomes either Enfeebled One or Clumsy One until the beginning of your next turn. Can we talk about this? Oh, Summoner. You're right, Summoner. They're a limited caster, though. Let's talk about this. Because that is a free action, no saving throw condition. It costs health. If you're level 1 with a... We'll apply an 8. If you're level 1 with an 18 Constitution and an 8 health ancestry like a human, you're looking at 20 hit points. You're looking at starting with 20 hit points. Sacrificing 3 of them is about 10 to 15% of your max health. about 12% of your max health. So sacrificing 12% of your max health to use an action, that's decent. I think this is really strong. This almost too strong. What do you guys think? Is this too strong? Just to confirm, neither of the 5e compatible versions have been released yet. I believe only the 2e version has been released yet. Obscura or Eldritch could answer that. But I would almost hesitate to call this too strong. It's got a 20-foot range, which is short. But a lot of the time you can think about this. Sacrifice 3 HP, reduce their armor class by 1. If they're a dex-based attacker, reduce their attack rolls by 1. Free action. That's crazy. I don't know if it's too crazy, because you can only do it like 7 or 8 times before you're really in trouble, and that's if you don't take any damage. Now, I will say, the Shaman has been powered up by the remaster, which is not something we could have ever, it's not something we ever could have planned around, but the remaster has dived in headfirst into infinite healing. You know, Pathfinder 2e in the remaster more than ever is a game about going into every combat with max health. There is now a level 4 or 6 cleric feat that heals it's level 4, and you heal your entire party by your level every 10 minutes. Straight up. So, by just not even treating wounds, by just the cleric sitting there and meditating for an hour, you can heal for 24 hit points to your entire party at level 4. And that just goes up, so it's really good. It's almost instant death. I hate it. Wait, what? Hero points? Who's talking about hero points first last? Seems to be like magic weapon. The effect starts strong and slowly becomes worse little by little. I don't know. Clumsy 1 is always good. -1 to armor class is always good. Yo, Alfonso, hot damn, that's really generous. $20? Thank you. Can't wait to check this out. Started playing PF2 this year, and your videos have been super helpful. Consider this thanks for all you do. Also glad you seem to have relocated the room from the plane of fire. Yeah, this room is a lot nicer. I actually have my own office now. It's really, really nice. I still have to deck it out. I still need to probably replace the wallpaper at some point. Floral vines aren't exactly my cup of tea, but it's really, really good. Healing is very easy right now. Healing is incredibly easy. Granted, it's mostly out of combat healing that's been buffed, so we'll see. Emblem of Death. Oh, and we'll go over the feats later. Emblem of Death gives you Reaper's Curse. You mark the final hour of a creature. A living creature within 20 feet of you becomes damned. You and your minions with the undead trait gain a +1 status bonus on strikes made against damned. Yo, that's the coolest new condition. Yo, y'all added a necromancer condition. Y'all added a condition unique to shaman necromancers. I love this. Oh my god. You sacrifice some health to damn an enemy. You and all undead minions gain +1. If you combine this, what if you combine this with, like, dual class? Ranger or Druid, dual class, double spellcast, yeah, dual class Ranger. Shut up, Ash. Yeah, I'm not a vampire. I just like undead stuff. Dual class Ranger, use the Book of the Dead's undead animal companions. Boom, boom. That's so cool. But I like that it's a status bonus. So like, sure. Like, it doesn't stack with Inspire Courage. You know, you can't be like, okay, let's do all of this and then get a bard. Specifically, your own minions. You and minions with the undead trait you control. So that would count for an undead animal companion, right? Because animal companions have the minion trait. That's super cool. And yeah, you can't give this to, like, someone else's either. With free archetype, you get a cool necro build. Yeah. That's a +1 to hit, not damage. Yeah, so Inspire Courage is better. But yeah. No, that's really cool. It's really balanced, you know? The only thing that we might want to change and edit is a duration. I feel like even giving it a 10-minute duration is fine. The crazy thing about this is you can cast it as someone's running away, and if you find them a week later, they should technically still be damned. Rules is written, at least. I'm just saying. Like, adding... even saying they're damned until your next daily preparations, I think would be fine. but this permanently damns them. Noting, because could you imagine you like see the final boss in the first session of a campaign, and as they're walking away, this doesn't do damage. That your shaman's just like, I use Reaper's Curse and I damn him. And then like 2 real world years later, y'all are level 17 and the final boss. And the player's like, actually, remember how I damned him in the first session 2 years ago? It doesn't wear off. He's still damned. All right, Emblem of the Beast. You know what, let's do Beast last, because Beast is... Beast is a lot. Emblem of War. You gain War Cry. As a free action, you tense and let out a mighty roar infused with strength. You and allied creatures within 20 feet of you that can hear you get one of the following until the beginning of your next turn. +3 status bonus to damage rolls, resistance to physical damage equal to half your level, and a +2 status bonus to athletics chance. Yo, what's up, Yum? How's it going? That's awesome. Warcry is useful out of combat. I love that. I love features that are useful in like exploration. I also love the +3 to damage. That sounds insane, but you compare that to Inspire Courage, which is +1 to hit and +1 to damage. War! Freaking Doom. But yeah, like that's such a fun little way to do it. You could have a Bard, which gives +1 to hit, +1 to damage, or you can have a Shaman who gives just +3 to damage. And especially at low levels, I would say +2 to damage is pretty equal to +1 to hit. Not always, because +1 to hit is also +1 to crit. I think +1 to hit is probably more equal to +3 or 4 damage on average. But +3 to damage rolls is crazy, and this does technically, quote-unquote, stack with Inspire Courage. Inspire Courage will still give you +1 to hit, but then you can have the +3 to damage rolls. Oh my god. I'm just picturing a party that's a Bard, a Shaman, a Cleric, and a Fighter. They just buff the Fighter to hell. Cleric's got him with Heroism and Magic Weapon. Shaman's got Warcry. Bard's got Inspire Courage, and the Fighter just murders everything in one hit. Or a Flurry. Oh god, Flurry! Because +3 status to damage rolls. Doesn't matter if you crit or not, you're hitting +3 damage. Flurry Ranger. Hit. 3 hits a turn. Oh my god. I'm gonna vomit. When +2 just isn't enough anymore. Beat you by 1 second with the Flurry Ranger. I'm good at that. Alright, let's talk about this one. Let's talk about the Emblem of the Beast. This was probably, correct me if I'm wrong, devs, this was probably the single most ambitious thing we wrote for this book. It was so hard to balance, so difficult to write well, but it was so cool we couldn't give it up. The Emblem of the Beast. Your shamanic emblem is either a fang, a claw, a horn, or something from a magical beast engraved with runes. You gain a bonded beast selected from the bonded beasts listed in the bonded beast section of the Companion's chapter. Your bonded beast functions as a young animal companion with the alterations listed in the bonded beast section and counts as an animal companion for prerequisites, targeting, and requirements. Additionally, you gain the Ferocious Bond Vitamancy action, which as a free action, if your beast is about to attack a foe, you can sacrifice your Vitamancy cost to gain +1 circumstance bonus to the attack roll and +2 to the damage. If it's an expert in its attack, it also gains crit specialization from the Brawling group. You're going to say Bonded Beasts a lot? Fantastic. Looking forward to it. Hi, Creeple. How's it going? Great to see you, hon. All right, let's jump to that because I'm just too excited. We have to show off Bonded. Oh, I'll be right back. Sorry, 1 second. Sorry, I'll be right back. Okay. Sorry about that, y'all. Me and the girlfriend are still both nursing colds, so I just wanted to make sure she was okay. Are y'all talking to the laundry hamper? Why are you talking to the There's no... Laundry hamper is just City of Mist. We're not even talking about City of Mist. It's a great game, and I've always wanted to play it, and I've never gotten to. Page 70 since it went up in chat? Okay. 70, 70, 70, 70, 70. Aha! Bonded Beast Companions. Alright. Remember to wash your rule books. Alright, cool. Some shamans bond themselves to a specialized beast companion called a bonded beast. These bonded beasts function quite similarly to other animal companions, but are more cunning and keen. Yo, Sean, thank you for joining us, a freaking level 10 member of the party. Welcome. While not as intelligent as most people, they have a greater sense of self than other companions. They still lack a means of linguistic or manual communication beyond what a well-trained animal could usually provide. They are still unable to use abilities that require greater intelligence, such as coerce or decipher writing, but have other strengths that their heightened intelligence allows for. Apart from the following differences, a bonded beast companion functions as an animal companion. However, bonded beasts have the beast trait instead of the animal trait. A bonded beast has an intelligence of -3. This allows it to know a single language shared by its bonded character, usually common, though it cannot speak any language. Or, I think, is that supposed to say can speak any language? Is that supposed to say can? Because it can know a single language. That's a weird wording. If a bonded beast would, for any reason, require it to be commanded with a skill check, you can use diplomacy in place of nature. Oh, it knows but cannot speak. Oh, gotcha. Okay, that's cool, though. If it knows common, that means your allies can talk to your beast, and it will understand what they're saying. That's super cool. I love that. So yeah, it's a little bit heightened, because I believe an animal has an intelligence of -5, but a beast has an intelligence of -3. So it is smarter. Some beasts, not these beasts, but some beasts can talk. Special. You may select a Conquerdine, which we'll get to. Trust me, y'all are going to want to see the Conquerdine. Instead of one, you may select a Conquerdine instead of one of the following beasts below. Doing so adjusts it with the differences below. Above. At the GM's discretion, you might select another animal companion and apply these alterations. Bonded beasts cannot be selected as normal animal companions. You can also boost their intellect like other animal companions. Hell yeah. I never knew I was a bonded beast, at least before my second cup of coffee. I can't speak common either. I can barely understand it. Alright. So, bonded beast companions can choose from the following specializations when they would gain one, instead of choosing from the normal list of animal companion specializations. Okay, interesting. So this is incredibly different from the old version of Bonded Beast. Do we have actual bond? Okay, there they are. We'll get to them. So, when you choose a specialization, which I believe is usually level 6 for a druid, 8 for a ranger. I don't know which one Shaman gets. You usually choose like ferocious or like stalwart or something. But now you can choose Bloodbound. Your companion's bond links to your vitality directly, allowing you to trade energies. Once per day, your beast can pay the cost of one of your Vitamin-C actions as long as it has the hit points to do so. Additionally, as a free action, whenever your companion takes damage, you may reduce your hit points by any amount up to the damage they would take, or your remaining hit points, whichever is lower. Your companion reduces the damage they would take by the same amount, and its proficiency in Fortitude increases to Legendary. Yeah, that's fair. We had this original idea where we were going to let you bond with any creature with the beast trait of a certain level or lower, but it just became too game-breaking at certain levels, useless at other levels, and especially at low levels, there are so few beasts lower like than level 3 that it was just impossible. We would have, yeah, like Obscura said, we had to... Specialize is 16, damn. But like Obscura said, we would have need to make like a whole bestiary for it. What's up, Shiranui? How we doing? Question, with the -3 intelligence knowing a language, can the beast scratch out words to communicate? That's a question for the devs. Could it like write a simple word with its claw? What's up, Raul? Good to hear, Shiranui. Great to hear. Bone-bound. Your companion shares a bond deep in its bones, which reverberates with your own bones or a symbolic trinket you keep. Signs of this bond appear on your companion's exterior as calcified armored plates. Wait, the bonded bestiary sounds so cool. Wait, Obscura, the bonded bestiary sounds so cool. Write it down. We're stealing it. Your companion gains a +1 status bonus to armor class and gains resistance to slashing damage equal to half your level. Creatures that start their turn grappled by a bone-bound beast take 2d4 piercing damage, and anyone attempting to grapple it takes 2d4 piercing damage for each attempt. Super cool. And Spirit-bound. Your companion increases wisdom by 1, becomes an expert in stealth, or master if it was already expert. As long as you or your companion are on the same plane, you always know the exact direction and distance to each other and can command your companion telepathically within 100 feet. If your companion dies, it returns to life when you regain your companion. Ooh, okay. I'd personally allow it. That's going to be up to the GM. Okay, cool. So, we have 1, 2, 3 different optional bonded beasts, 4 if you count the Concordine. So these are not available as animal companions. These are only available to the Shaman. Starting with the Basilisk. Your companion is a plodding reptile with 8 legs and magical eyes. Through training, nature, or design, its gaze is weaker than most of its kin, leaving it less lethal than more dangerous varieties. It's a strength-based with a jaws attack, survival, dark vision. Pretty slow, 20-foot speed. Special. A basilisk can eat rock and stone it is able to swallow for nourishment. You can just feed it gravel. As a support benefit, your basilisk locks its eyes on your target, causing them to stiffen as their bodies partially petrify. Until the start of your next turn, if you hit and damage a creature in your basilisk's reach, we just got 3 rock and we get 5 rock and stones? Y'all have a problem. That game is good. I like Deep Rock Galactic, but I can only play like an hour every 2 or 3 months. I don't get the obsession. It's a good game. It's well designed. Oh my god, I've lost chat. If you hit and damage the creature in your basilisk's reach, the creature becomes clumsy 1 until the end of your next turn. If your basilisk has an advanced option, such as Nimble or Savage, your basilisk treats its reach as 10 feet greater. Okay. And then Stony Gaze... Leaf Lover. Stony Gaze. 2 actions. Your basilisk gazes into the eyes of an adjacent creature. Okay, that's a nice way to limit it. Adjacent. Where attempts a fortitude save. The creature uses a trained DC using the basilisk's Constitution modifier or an expert DC if the basilisk is specialized. If a creature already slowed by Stony Gaze critically fails, it becomes petrified. Okay. Okay, cool. So it's limiting it. Interesting. So it's super limited. They have to crit fail twice. A creature has to critically fail against Stony Gaze twice in order to be fully petrified. Still pretty cool. Because a crit failure is clumsy 1 for a minute, slowed 1 for a minute. But if it hits the basilisk, it loses the condition. Cool. Sort of breaks the gaze. I like that. We're not renaming it Rock and Stone. It does have incapacitation, you're right. Yeah, I mean, it's limited. You know, we couldn't just give an quote-unquote animal companion petrification. That would have been nuts. Why Clumsy 1 instead of Off Guard? I think Clumsy 1 slowed and Off Guard would be a little too much. I think this is fine, you know? And especially, it's an animal companion. You can flank already. Like, you can flank with your animal companion. Chimera. I've been looking forward to reading this one. The Chimera. Your companion is a strange amalgam of powerful creatures sporting large wings, and the heads of a large feline, a goat, and a chromatic dragon. It is medium, has claws, horns, and jaws, strength-based, dark vision, scent, has a fly speed of 40 feet. Oh my god! A Chimera's jaws attack deals an additional 1d4 damage, or 2d4 if it's specialized, of a type determined by the color of its dragon head, with black causing acid, blue causing electric. Yeah. As a support benefit, your Chimera roars and exhales on your foes when it sees an opening. Till the end of your turn, when you hit and damage a creature in your Chimera's reach, it takes 1d4 persistent damage of the dragon head's type, increased to 2d4. And then Chimeric Assault, very similar to Draconic Frenzy. 2 action, 3 attacks with all 3 of its heads, arms, whatever. Super cool. I think my only complaint here... Cowards didn't give it a mount trait. My only complaint here is that it's very focused on the dragon. It would have been cool, I think, if the support benefit also could have done poison. Oh no, it's not. Sorry, it doesn't have a snake tail. I think of a different Chimera, but I think it's focused a little too much on the dragon. There's no real goat or lion in here in the flavor. Especially because the jaws, like the special is the jaws attack, the support is the breath weapon. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what else you could do, to be fair. Like, lions and goats, they're horns and jaws and claws. That's about it. Normal Chimera is very focused on the dragon, too. Let's give it a climb speed for the goat. He can already fly, why not? Give it a climb speed. Come on, cowards. Give it a mountain goat climb speed. 20 feet. Yeah, I was thinking like a lion's roar maybe for, but the advanced maneuver makes sense too. You know, it wants to attack with all of its heads. Oh my god. You can make it grumpy, but that's up to your tape. Oh, but the fly speed is interesting. The fly speed is bold. Like, that makes this really strong. I feel like the Chimera is a lot stronger than the Basilisk, unfortunately. Like, the Basilisk inflicts clumsy, but the Chimera is just so fast. It's nuts. Oh, I didn't even see Hydra. We got Hydra. All right. Hydra's got a Jaws attack, dexterity-based, interestingly, low light vision, swim speed. A Hydra companion is not killed if its heads are removed, such as by the effects of a Vorpal rune. Though if it has no heads remaining, it is blind, deafened, cannot make Jaws attacks, and loses its scent. Whenever your Hydra regains hit points, it regrows a lost head. A juvenile Hydra has 2 heads and gains 1 additional head when it becomes mature, advanced, and specialized. That's so cool. Oh, I love that. It gets more heads as it grows up. Get up on the Hydra's back! That's so funny. Support benefit. As your Hydra's heads assail your foes from every direction, until the end of your turn, the creature you hit and damage are off guard until the start of your next turn. When your Hydra has 4 or more heads, you may knock them prone instead. Interesting. You can ride it across... Well, it doesn't have the mount trait. But yeah, I think you can still mount something that's... Well, it's medium, so it's a little awkward. Ride it like a Lapras. Cool. Yeah, so you can... Wait. Ooh. Until the end of your turn, creatures you hit and damage are off guard. Not off guard to you. Off guard. Like, to the ranger, and to the fighter, and to the spellcasters. That's really cool, actually. And it makes sense, because they're trying to fight off multiple heads at once. They're so off guard. This is one of those cool... You know, I mean, you've heard me talk about it in videos before. I love any way you can give a ranged character, and your Shaman's a spellcaster too. If you can give your character off guard, wow, that makes spell attack rolls more accurate. That makes ranged attacks more accurate. That makes ranged sneak attacks possible. That's all right. I love it. An advanced maneuver, 2 actions, it heals, equal to your level. Damn. Your Hydra's hurting every turn, just heal it a little bit. It can't do anything else. That's really well balanced. But out of combat, that's crazy. But again, we're living in remaster PF2. Infinite healing is just part of the game now. So being able to look at your Hydra and be like, heal for 10, heal for 10, heal for 10, heal for 10. That's not even broken anymore. So not a Manticore, a Manticore. Your companion is a Manticore, the smaller cousin of the Manticore. With feline features and wicked-looking wings, the true terror of this creature comes from the spines that line its fur and tail. It is small. It is not even medium. It's... Oh, it's a... No N. Matra. You're right. Okay. It's small. It's a small little flying cat. It's got a D4 claws, D8 jaws, a 1d6 ranged spike attack. Interesting though, it's dex based. Alright, it's strength based, so its strength attacks are a little more accurate than its dex attacks. Only 6 hit points. Also a 40-foot fly speed. This thing is small. This thing's like a fruit fly. A Manticore has a limited number of spikes each day, which regrow while it rests, refreshing during your daily preparations. Your Manticore can only use its spiked ranged attack equal to 2 plus your level times per day. That's absolutely fair. Animal companions should almost never have ranged attacks, especially at 1d6, but yeah, that's totally fair. Your Manticore bristles with spines lining its body, defending you from nearby foes. Whenever a creature within your Manticore's reach makes a strike against you, it takes a d4 piercing damage, basically a reflex save. Increased to 2d4 at advanced. That's okay. It's a very different support benefit. Whenever a creature within your Manticore's reach makes a strike against you. So you just keep your Manticore with you. Can this thing ride on your shoulder? Can this thing sit on your shoulder, throw spikes, and then when something hits you, it deals damage back? Is this thing just a piece of equipment? This is like supposed to be expert at specialized. Gotcha. Oh, yeah, I see. It says becomes trained, but it should be expert. But that's cool. If it can just stay small, you can just like wear it like a backpack. It throws spikes and deals damage back to people. That's great. And its advanced maneuver is Pin Cushion. For one action, if it has at least 2 of its spikes remaining, it flings multiple spikes into a foe, pinning them down. Makes a spike strike. If it succeeds, the target creature is immobilized, consuming 2 of the spikes for the day. That's okay. It still gets to deal the damage, which is nice. It just consumes double for an immobiliz. Wait. How does it get out? There's no rules for unimmobilizing yourself. We got that's a note. That's a note. It doesn't say like until the end of its next turn, or if it can use an action to pull the spikes out. Because if this is similar to the bow criticals, escape action is always applicable. Okay. I guess that's so it can't pull the spikes out then, like a bow crit specialization. That's different then. It cannot manually pull the spikes out. I do see the immobilized using the same DC as support benefit. That's fair. That's fair enough. Okay, that would be escape. Okay, gotcha. So it still needs a check. Okay, cool. Yeah, so those are our new Shaman animal companions, only for the Emblem of the Beast. Like, we wanted it so bad, we added those 2 pages of content just for the one subclass of the class. Like, it was just that important. Hello, Thanor. Oh, man. I gotta be careful. We can't spend all day on all this stuff, but I really wanted to show those off. I really wanted to show off the bonded beasts real freaking bad. Let's see. What else do we get? I'll start speeding up now. I'm not going to go over all the feats, because A, buy the book, and B, we only have like two more hours. So, Shaman spellcasting, it's a spontaneous caster, heightened spells, cantrips, spell repertoire. It is a limited caster. It's a limited caster, just like the Shaman and the Magus. Only gets 4 levels of spells, or 2 levels of spells. Yeah, you can see it scales just like that. Wave caster, is that what it's cast? This is the first class. Yeah, it's bounded cast, but we had to make it a bounded caster because of the Vitamancy, because there's so many Vitamancy actions, which are basically spells that can be used once per turn forever as long as you have hit points. Shaman feats, skill feats, perception to expert, general feats, internal vitality at 3rd level. For one action, if you have not used a Vitamancy effect this turn, you heal your Vitamancy cost worth of hit points. But you cannot use Vitamancy this turn. So this is sort of an interesting back and forth. If you want to slow down your Vitamancy spells, rather than just cast every single round, you can cast, heal. You can only cast every other round that way, but you have a net 0 on resources. So it's a cool little risk versus reward. You can sacrifice all your health to blitz, or you can heal. Also, you cannot use this action again until you've paid your Vitamancy cost at least once, so you can't just re-heal. That's exactly it, Icefire. Your choices are first turn Vitamancy, second turn Vitamancy, third turn Vitamancy. all of a sudden, you've just lost your cost 3 times. Or, first turn Vitamancy, second turn Internal Vitality, third turn Vitamancy, and you've only lost your cost once. You have a lot more hit points. If you're level 3, that's the difference of spending 24 hit points versus spending 8 hit points. So it's a lot of hit point balancing, which is very much the point of the class. Shamanic Rituals. +1 status bonus to all primary checks to perform a ritual. If you're a master in the skill, +2, +3 if you're legendary. Signature Spell third. Unlimited signature spell. Again, this is just like a summoner. All of your spells are signature spells. Ability boosts at 5, Ancestry feats at 5, expert spell casting at 7, Vital Casting, level 7. Twice per day, when you cast one of your Shaman spells, you don't have to use a spell slot by instead paying its Vitamancy cost. Right at level 7, you get 2 extra spell slots per day. At 13th level, you get another spell slot. At 19th level, you get another spell slot. So this, well, not free, but you get to spend Vitamancy instead of a spell slot. Great for out of combat spells. You know, if you, I don't know if, like, I think Primal gets, like, water breathing. You know, if you don't want to waste a spell slot on that, you can just spend your Vitamancy cost, cast it, next turn, Internal Vitality back, boom. Water breathing. Vital Fortitude, Master Fortitude, Emblematic Willpower, Master Will, Vigilant Senses, level 9, Master Perception, Vitamancy Expert, level 9. You can now use 2 Vitamancy actions per round. I should probably say actions, not just Vitamancy. You can now use 2 Vitamancy actions per round. That's awesome. That's kind of crazy. Weapon Expertise, level 9. Light Armor Expertise, level 11. Expert in Reflex 13. Vital Sustain. Once per turn, when you sustain a spell, you may pay your Vitamancy cost to sustain it as a free action. So the Shaman can do a lot with their Vitamancy, especially like the higher level you get, the more options you have to use your Vitamancy cost. So you can sacrifice your health to sustain spells, to cast extra spells, to use unique abilities. Really cool. Weapon Specialization, Master Spellcasting, Legendary Fortitude, Light Armor Mastery, Weapon Mastery, and at 19th level, once per turn, you can use a Vitamancy action without paying its Vitamancy cost. Very cool. Not going to go over the feats because there's a lot here. We got stuff to do. Also, I need a refill on my drink. But I'll be right back, and we'll jump into the Thanator. Enjoy my laundry hamper, I guess. Swear to God, if y'all are talking about my laundry hamper, I am going to delete my YouTube channel. Oh my god. Alright, let's talk about the Thanator. Y'all wanted more... Did y'all want more con-based classes? Because we got more con-based classes. Thanator. Always in the heart of the action. You thrive on the adrenaline of combat and the cold embrace of death that terrorizes so many, does nothing but invigorate you. Con martial class, 12 plus con modifier hit points. The Thanator will have the most hit points out of any character in the game. With an 18 constitution, if you play like a hold scarred orc Thanator with 18 con, what is that? 12 plus 12 plus 4? That's 28 starting hit points. If you are a hold scarred orc max con Scamator Thanator. Expert in perception, expert in fortitude, expert in will, only trained in reflex, trained in intimidation, and 4 plus their intelligence and number of skills, trained in simple and martial weapons, only trained in light armor. I'm curious to see what the devs here have done for the Thanator, because as it stood last time I saw it, a strength-based Thanator was tough. You had the hit points to take hits, but if you dumped dexterity, your armor class was in the toilet. But in some cases that was okay, because you get stronger at lower health, so it's hard to say. Let's do it. Ancestry, background, initial proficiencies, adrenaline flow. Right off the bat, right at level 1, all Thanators. Why am I out of focus? Have I been out of focus this whole time? Can I be in focus? I've had this camera for like 4 years now. I should probably get a new webcam. There we go. Unbreakable Goblin. That's true. All right. Adrenaline flow. As a free action, if your hit points are lower than your maximum hit points, if your hit points are lower than max, and you take damage equal to, so basically the first time you take damage in combat, as a free action, you enter this stance, granting you a benefit based on your subclass, also known as your manifestation. This is how your Thanator Obscura, say excuse me. God. Your manifestation is how your Thanator manifests their journal. Oh, come on, y'all play TTRPGs. Y'all know burps. I'm sorry, Obedient Mammal. This will stay up, though, so if you want to rewatch it later, you can. My manifestation is burps. So, you have the Blood for Blood manifestation. No, this is not manifestation. Let me try that again. I'm starting to read too fast. I'm getting to that point. Y'all know this point. I'm reading too fast. You also gain the Blood for Blood reaction, no matter what subclass you are. As a reaction, if an enemy within reach misses you with a strike or spell attack roll, rather than trying to protect yourself or avoid the hit, you use it as an opportunity to attack. The triggering attack becomes a success instead, and you get to strike the triggering creature. If a level 1 goblin misses you with their knife, you lean into the attack and get an attack of opportunity because of it. That is amazing. Stop trying to hit me and hit me! Oh my god. Come on, do it! What are you waiting for? Kill me! Come on! Do you take the damage from Blood for Blood before your strike? Yes. Because it does say, the triggering attack becomes a success. Make a melee strike against the creature. Because of the order that is written, I would say yes, you take the damage first, then you do it. Then you attack. Also, all Thanator start with Die Hard. Straight up. Thanator in my Pirates game is already proving very scary. Good! They should. That's the whole point. They should be... The Thanator should be a weak martial class, like bottom tier martial class at high health, and then a top tier martial class at low health. That is the goal. Ads. Oh my god. Let me, real quick, I know we're talking about the Thanator, but I just want to talk about YouTube, because YouTube sucks. Let me show y'all something stupid. So, oh god. Okay. Let me show y'all something stupid that I have to do now. If I take this and go like this. All right, y'all can see, we got the stream here. You know, you can see everything here. You see these two buttons? You see these two stupid buttons up here? I have to delay ads. If I don't want you randomly getting ads during my stream, I have to manually delay them. Otherwise, you will just get ads sometimes. It's so dumb. If I don't manually delay ads, you will randomly get them. So, manifestations. Your Thanator subclasses. Where'd they go? They're down here. Okay. So, these are your subclasses. Each one gets 3 different effects. One at level 1, one at level 3, one at level 13. However, these other effects are require something specific to happen. Oh, wait. Homeostasis is at level 5? Oh, it's Adrenaline Surge and Balanced Warrior. At level 3, you get Adrenaline Surge, which happens when you drop below half of max hit points. At level 13, you get Balanced Warrior, which is another benefit. So, your subclasses. Manifestation of Alacrity. This is very similar to your Flurry Ranger. While in Adrenaline Flow, so this is only after you've taken a hit, your multiple attack penalty becomes -4 or -3 with an agile weapon. On your second attack, it is -5 or -6 with an agile weapon. Oh, instead of -5. Duh. On your third attack, -4 on your second attack, -8 on your third attack. That's what I'm trying to say. My brain, I'm shutting down fast. Sorry, this cold is kicking my ass. If you get weapon specialization, this becomes -3, -6, or -2, -4 with an agile weapon. So this is your Flurry Ranger. This is your straight up like Flurry Ranger, but has to take damage in order to trigger it. Now at level 3, when you are below half health, you get a speed increase of 10 feet, and your melee strikes gain a circumstance bonus to damage equal to the number of successful strikes this turn. This bonus damage is positive or negative, because the Thanator is all about playing with the positive and negative damage of life energy. So that's actually going to be void or vitality damage now in the remaster. But I love this. So your first attack gets no bonus, then your second attack gets +1, third attack gets +2. And you'll see there's some feats which will let you make even more attacks per turn. That's not a status bonus to speed. No, it is not. Your speed just increases by 10 feet. We want the manifestation of Alacrity. As your health goes down, you are zooming. Like what I said earlier. Above 50% health, you should be a mid to low tier martial character. You should be weaker than a fighter. You should be weaker than a ranger. You should be weaker than a barbarian. Below half health, you should be better than a fighter. You should be better than a barbarian. You should be better than a ranger. Chug the gamer fuel. Go ham. I'll show something I should have checked. The reaction that triggers it, Adrenaline Flow. If you take damage equal to your level or higher, that's interesting. Your ally could trigger you. You could trigger you. There's gonna be some funky fresh gameplay with that, where you have something to trigger your own stuff. At 11th level, the bonus damage increases to 2 per successful strike, and you get 2 reactions per turn. Once again, just going with that super speed. You don't stop. You're on caffeine. Oh, you're on S games mode. Balanced Warrior. When you use the Adrenaline Homeostasis reaction, which we'll go over later, you do not apply multiple attack penalty to any rolls until it ends. You still accrue and are considered affected by the penalty for effects that require it, such as press. What is Adrenaline Homeostasis? Once per day, as a reaction, if a creature reduces you to 0 hit points but doesn't immediately kill you, it's Orc Ferocity. You stay at 1 hit point. You do not drop to 0. You cannot gain or lose hit points, including temp hit points, until the end of your next turn. You are still taking damage for any purposes other than losing hit points, meaning you can still roll at the end of your turn to end persistent damage, or any effect that would require you to take damage still applies if you get hit by attack, even if your hit points do not get reduced. You cannot die until the end of your next turn. No? Read? No? Yeah, it's Orc Ferocity, but you can't die until the end of your next turn. Why would I read? My job does not involve reading. My job involves pretending I understand how things work. If you become unconscious for any other reason, you begin dying immediately. But yeah, basically, you get one full round of no death. During that round, if you're Alacrity, where'd it go? You have no multiple attack penalty. Holy crap. If you have a feat that lets you attack 4 times in one turn, they're all at max bonus. Because you are at 1 hit point. And remember, you cannot gain or lose hit points, including temporary hit points, until the end of your next turn. So you are staying at 1 hit point. But you get insane bonuses. That's so cool. This doesn't sound balanced to me. It is balanced, because after the end of your turn, a goblin with a kitchen knife could kill you. Or persistent damage. You're screwed. That's amazing. Manifestation of Focus. Your crystallized adrenaline steadies your hand and sharpens your sight. All melee strikes gain deadly D8, or increase their deadly trait to a D8 if they are already deadly but smaller. Wait, you are at 0, not 1? A wounded increases by... Oh. Damn. Oh, damn. I didn't realize... I thought you went back to 1. You stay at... Oh, my God. So at the end of that turn, you go down. And you're wounded once. You're dying 2 right away. So as a reaction, you increase wounded by 1 and then go down at the end of your next turn. Yeah, it is end the fight this turn. Wow. That's cool, though. Because that means you don't want, like, if something unfortunate happens, like something drops you turn 1 of an encounter, you don't want to use this. Because if you use this on turn 1, there's no way you can end the encounter fast enough. Oh, that's cool. Oh, thank you for clarifying that, Eldritch. Oh my God. Yeah. And with the new clarified dying rules, 1 failed save and you're at dying 4. That's terrible. That's good. Like, that's great. Like, for in exchange for something like no multiple attack penalty for a turn, that's insane. But that's terrifying. That's one of my favorite things I've ever read in PF2. Oh my God. Healers, be ready. God, that's going to depend on initiative too. Like, if the healer goes right before you in initiative, ooh, you're screwed. I guess your healer could delay strategically. Oh my God. Yeah, you're going to kill the big bad in 1 turn, but then his level 4 lackey is just going to walk up and poke you and kill you instantly. Manifestation of Focus. All of your melee strikes gain deadly D8. The damage dealt from deadly is positive or negative. If you have weapon specialization, you get deadly D12 on all of your weapon strikes in melee. Adrenaline Surge. When you take damage, you gain incredible precision. Your first attack each turn gains a +2 status bonus to attack rolls. Additionally, you automatically succeed the flat check to strike concealed creatures. Let's pause and look at this. Right at level 3. Above 50% health, you're just a worse fighter. Or no, above 50% health, you're just a worse ranger. You're like a ranger with a deadly trait weapon. Suddenly, you drop below 50% health. You're now a fighter with an automatic D8 bonus damage on crits. You get a Great Axe that deals an extra D8 on crits. They do have Die Hard for free. They wouldn't die from taking damage at dying 2, wounded 1. No, they wouldn't, but they get very close. They'd get very close. Yeah. Well, that was the whole Pocky. I'm glad you said that. That's like the design philosophy of both of these classes. That is why they're both... We figured a constitution-based class that relies on hit points needs to be risk-reward. The Thanator is much more like, in the moment, life or death risk reward. Whereas the Shaman is, do I spend my life now? Do I heal now? Do I spam my life? Do I recuperate for a while? The Shaman is long-term risk reward. The Thanator is right then and there risk reward. Do I put myself even closer to death to go sicko mode for a turn? At level 11, you critically succeed if you roll a 19 on the die. Let's go. Yeah! Yeah! Thank you! Oh, I'm already loving this. If you want a character built around critical hits, which aside from the fighter, doesn't really exist in PF2 right now. Oh, they feel like a Final Fantasy Dark Knight. Honestly, you're not wrong. Shaman is life or death, the rhythm game. Death, death, revolution. Oh my god. And at level 13, when you use the adrenaline homeostasis reaction, your next successful hit before the end of your next turn is automatically a critical hit. And it's not even your first attack roll. If you miss your first attack but hit your second one, it's still a crit. That's true. Gunslinger is made to crit, but they don't have a lot of crit support. You know, gunslingers don't have a lot of ways to inflict off guard or beyond their legendary proficiency. They don't get a lot of extra accuracy. That's so cool. Oh, I love you. I love this. This is everything I want. This is, I want big number. Give me big number. I will literally die for big number. Is Archetype Barbarian Rage in this class good or just bad? Archetype Rage is fine. It just gives you 2 bonus damage at the cost of 1 armor class. Like TLDR, that's all Rage does. I've seen a Thanator with Manifestation of Focus do 51 damage with a single crit with a Great Big. And let me guess, that was just like normal striking, wasn't it? Like just like 2d12 plus 1, so 4d12 plus 1d8 plus bonus damage, I'm guessing. Because the fighter does something close, you know? Like our fighter with a, yeah, because our fighter with a flaming great axe, which is 2d12 plus 1d6 flaming. Or maybe it's 1d4, I can't remember. They do 40 plus consistently. So the Thanator doing, you know, about 20% more at the cost of being low health. Perfect. Die fast and hopefully survive. My brother's playing a dual-wielding gunslinger and he isn't having a good time at all. Oh no. Yeah, the pistol arrow gunslinger is a little lackluster, because even the pistols rely on crits, so shooting multiple times with multiple attack penalty isn't great. Alright. Full health. Can I have big number? Half health. Give big number. Homeostasis. I wasn't asking. Manifestation of magic. Your conversion of adrenaline into necromancy is more precise and deliberate than most Thanators. You gain access to discipline spells, which are a type of focus spell. You gain, yeah, so this is the only one subclass gets focus spells for Thanators, which is amazing. Hold on, let me write something down real stinking fast, because I might have to turn something that we just talked about into a YouTube short. Manifestation spells can only be used while in adrenaline flow, so unless you've taken damage, you cannot use them. You gain the Life Share focus spell and become trained in primal spell attack rolls and spell DCs. I like that we decided that primal was life. You know, I know we went back and forth, I think, on divine, maybe even occult, but we ended up deciding that primal is life. And I think that's a good... I think I fought against it, but I'm glad we didn't lean into me. Friend is playing a pistol slinger at level 4. He crit for like 30 to 40. Interesting. With a pistol? Alright. Life Share. Focus spell for 1 action in a 10-foot emanation sustained for 1 minute. Whenever you take damage from a creature, allies in the area regain 2 hit points. Huh. How do we feel about that? For 1 action, you take... Now, it's take damage... Okay, from a creature. So persistent isn't going to trigger it. Ally damage isn't going to trigger it. If you take a... Sorry my chair's so squeaky, by the way. I don't know how much that's getting picked up on my mic. It's probably really annoying. You just bleed on your friends and they heal, pretty much. And yeah, remember, that is very important to remember. You are not your own ally. You do not heal from this. It's tough, because this is using one of your actions every turn. But your barbarian and fighter friend, they get some sustainability. And it's a 10-foot emanation, so as long as you're fighting a medium creature or smaller, this reaches your flank partner. If you're flanking with someone against a medium creature, that reaches them. It doesn't scale great. At level 5, they heal for 4. At level 9, they heal for 6. It's not a lot, but if you're hitting 2 creatures, it doesn't use your reaction. It makes enemies want to hit you. I guess that, well, it makes them not want to hit you, honestly. Well, I guess it depends on how much your GM's metagaming. But if they hit you and they see the fighter's wound close, they might put 2 and 2 together. It's definitely interesting. It's nothing like we've ever seen in PF2. It's super different. Although, that being said, there are feats in this class that taunt, that build quote-unquote aggro, which is something that we at Sinclair's universally decided, why does this not exist in TTRPGs? Why are there no taunts in TTRPGs? Like, from a GM perspective, from against players, it doesn't feel good. You know, you don't want to taunt your players' characters to force them to do something. But taunting a monster to make them attack the tank, who gets stronger by taking damage, that's fun gameplay. And that's the thing. I remember the conversations were so freaking long on how to balance a taunt. Because the closest thing we have to a taunt in official Pathfinder 2e is like, they take a penalty to attack someone else. That's it. Even Duelist Challenge is not really a taunt. I think they take penalties to attack someone else, but that's it. Yeah. So what do they get at level 3? Level 3, when they're at half health, once per turn, you can sustain as a free action. Okay. As long as you're at less than half health, your life share is free. At 11th level, the emanation size increases to 20 feet. Okay. That might even... That's going to reach your Shaman. That's probably going to reach your Shaman. How is this resolved with AoE damage? If you and a friend get fireballed and the ally dies, are they brought back with the 2H? Ooh! That's the kind of rules question. That's why I wanted Obscura and Eldritch here. Can we get an answer here? If there's a fireball and the ally dies, do they heal first and then take the damage? Probably not, because you take the damage all at the same time. I guess they would. Would this bring an ally back to Wounded 1 right away? I guess so. In a way, that's terrifying, because now they're Wounded 1. And then if it happens again, they're Wounded 2. And if it happens again, they're basically dead. Assuming the AoE was caused by a creature, they go down and get up immediately. That's super cool. I dig that. But with the wounded rules, that's scary. Oh, I like that. If you have weapon specialization, when you use the adrenaline flow action, you can cast a spell as a reaction, paying the focus point. Ooh! So life share, suddenly, if you have weapon specialization, which I think is level 7, all of a sudden, this is a reaction. It's a free action to sustain it at less than half health, and it's a 20-foot area. Alright, this gets better and better as you level up. The character would be prone and off guard, yeah. There's more spells if you don't want to wounded bait your allies. Fair, fair. That's probably good. At level 13, when you use Adrenaline Homeostasis, you regain a focus point and can cast a spell immediately as a free action. Depending on the available spells, that's really good. You better be able to use a big scythe. I believe you will want to use a scythe either with Manifestation of Focus or I think Manifestation of Might. Alright, let's talk might. You crystallize adrenaline into raw strength. When in adrenaline flow, you can add your con mod to damage instead of strength, and your melee strikes deal a flat 3 bonus damage. Forever. As long as you have taken damage and activated your adrenaline flow, 3 bonus damage forever. That is not a status bonus. That is not a status bonus to damage. That is just a flat 3 additional damage, positive or negative. Once you're level 7, that increases to 6. You can think of it very similar to Barbarian Rage damage. And you get to use Con mod. Necromantic energy within you at level 3, once you're at half health, your weapon's damage die size with non-agile melee weapons increases by 1 step and gains forceful. So suddenly, what's a scythe? A scythe in 2e. A scythe is a d10. Boom! All of a sudden, at level 3, your scythe is a d12. There you go. Whoever was just asking about scythe, Manifestation of Might If you are at half health, your scythe is now just as good as a great axe with all the scythe traits and gains forthful. Forthful. It's so forthful. Had to go look, so I was wondering if I remembered super wrong, but yeah, he actually did 40 on the dot. Nice. With a pistol, huh? Do note, no benefit on D12 weapons. Yeah, so if you're using a great axe, it does not get stronger. Balanced. Okay, there you go, Icefire. Sorry, answered your question before you sent it. Balanced Warrior. When you use Adrenaline Homeostasis, you can make a strike as part of the reaction. For the duration of Homeostasis, your weapon damage die size increases an additional step. That's... This is technically not possible. Unless we added something that, like, said it changes the rule, weapon damage die sizes cannot go up by more than one step. Like, that's in the base rules of PF2. Like, so it's assumed this breaks that rule, I suppose. Specific overrides general, that's true. And it does say additional step. That's true. You make a damn good point, Eldred. It's like you know how this game works or something. But that is cool. That means if you're dual-wielding D8 weapons, you're now holding 2 D12 weapons. The dual-wielding manifestation of might is interesting. My worry here, who is this for? If you're dual-wielding, you're alacrity. If you're single big attack focused, you're focus. Might... You want to be holding a D10 weapon so that most of the time it's a D12. What is the benefit of using... What is the good D8 weapon that could be turned... Oh, the Gnome Flick Mace! Oh, Sword and Board! Oh! Oh my god, you can use a shield! But wait, what... Isn't the Flick Mace a D10? Or is it a D8? Oh, it's a D6. But that still makes the Flick Mace a D10 there. But yeah, oh my god, the Sword and Board. That's so good. You can use a shield, you can get the armor bonus from using a shield, and still be using a D10 or even a D12 weapon. Just go two-handed shield. True. Honestly, if you're two-handing a tower shield, I think that's a base D6. You can make that a D8 and then a D10. Ooh, sickle and shield would be rad. Ooh. Yeah, trait heavy is very good. I think Manifestation of Might wants to go trait heavy over damage heavy. I love that. Oh, what cool subclasses. Real quick, where are the other... I want to look at the other focus spells here, real quick, for the Manifestation of Magic. Waves of Hurt. For 2 actions with a 15-foot emanation. Sustained up to 1 minute. Whenever you take damage from an enemy creatures within 30 feet take 2 points of damage. Excuse me. So wait, what's the emanation for? Is this from enemy creatures within the emanation? I think that needs to be noted. Is this when you take damage from an enemy creature within the emanation? And then it deals damage within 30 feet? 30 feet is an area. Oh, okay. So this is supposed to say, like, within the emanation. Whenever you take damage from an enemy creatures within the emanation take 2 points of negative damage. Okay, cool. So this is the inverse of the healing one. It just hurts instead of heals. Nice. And then... Till death do us part. Hold up. 2 actions, range of touch. You connect your life force to a foe's. Make a strike against a living or undead enemy creature. On a hit, the creature becomes bound to you. Whenever you lose hit points, the creature loses half as many. Yo! But you can't be healed because it heals the enemy. Yo! Oh, that's so cool. Oh my god. What a risky play. You take damage, they take half as much. But if you get healed, you only heal half, and they heal the other half. That's so balanced. But that's so cool. Question. Why is this a stance? If that's a stance, you can't be in this and Adrenaline Flow. Just like the most nitpickiest of rules questions. I don't think this needs the stance trait. Oh my god. Especially if you're sustaining it. Oh my god. Till death do us part the enemy from before flow is a stance. Gotcha. Cool. Just pointing out. That have the wizard fireball both of you. Oh my god. Connect to the boss. Both of you crit fail against the fireball. 12d6 damage to you. 18d6 damage to the boss. Or like even for things like electric arc, if you're willing to take the damage till death do us part, and then your wizard can electric arc, you know, you take 2d4 plus, or not plus mod anymore. You take 2d4, they take 3d4. That's so fun. Cast bark skin for weakness to fire. That's amazing. Oh, Aura of Immortality. Last one here. As a free action, you use the Adrenaline Homeostasis reaction. While Aura of Immortality is active, allies within 30 feet of you cannot gain or lose any hit points. There's your Kindred ult. Who said Kindred ult earlier? That's your Kindred ult. 15-foot emanation. No ally near you can change health. Okay, it is supposed to be 15 feet again, but still. Oh! That's so good. That's so good. Oh my god. I love it. I love it so much. Oh, I need to play a Thanator. I'm playing a freaking Kineticist right now, but next game I play, I think I have to play a Thanator. It looks way too fun. The free attack of opportunity when someone punches you, or when you make someone punch you in the face. Oh, let me find a taunt feat. Because we want to talk to y'all about a taunt. Where is it? Debilitating Strike, Intimidating Posture, Strike the Fearful, Adrenaline Draw, Behind Me. Okay, it's not quote-unquote taunt, but it's very similar. As a reaction, if an enemy creature you can see targets an adjacent ally with a strike, you take the hit, so your allies don't have to. You become the target of the attack instead of the triggering ally, even if you are not a valid target. Someone shoots an ally with a Scorching Ray, you say nope, and you take it instead as a reaction. Intentional Opening is a taunt, so is Come Hither. Okay. Intentional Opening. Once per turn, for one action, you taunt an enemy to create an opportunity. Make an intimidation check against the will DC of a creature who can reach you. On a success, the creature must use their reaction, so it does eat their reaction, to make a strike against you and becomes flat-footed to you until the end of your turn. Oh my god. With the manifestation of focus, you make them attack you. Then you get your freaking +2 to your first attack each turn, and they're off guard! Oh, on a critical success, the creature becomes flat-footed to everyone! Oh my god. I know many friends who would love to play this. That's the thing! There's no class like it in PF2, because TTRPGs don't let you make real tanks. They don't make any class that is based on losing hit points, and that's what we wanted to do. I've said it before in like sponsorship segments for Sinclair's. We want to give people options that do not exist. You know, we wanted to make things that people want, but are just out there enough that it's not comfortable enough to be official material. You know, I don't think Paizo would ever make a character based around dying, because death in TTRPGs like this is such a final thing, unless you're level 10 or higher and have resurrection. Oh, man. Well, it is scary min-max. Any class is scary min-max. I would wager this class is not any scarier than a Flurry Ranger, or a Giant Barbarian, or any fighter. Reckless Opening! Let me see. Wait. Is this just... Okay, I think we need to remove this feat, right? Isn't this just worse than... Isn't Reckless Opening just... I guess it's end of your next turn. I don't know, I feel like Blood for Blood is just better than Reckless Opening, because Reckless Opening just makes them flat-footed in exchange for hitting you. Whereas Blood for Blood just gives you a full-on free attack. I guess it's flat-footed, period, to everybody, full stop, not just to you. So... I guess balance it how you will, like weigh it how you will. Different people might find that better than others. Come Hither. This is the other taunt. For one action, make an intimidation check against the will DC of a creature within 30 feet. On a success, the creature must use its reaction to stride towards you. The creature can maneuver around obstacles in order to get to you. If there is an insurmountable obstacle between you and the creature, the action has no effect. Nice! Just one action, you got to come over here. That's great. Oh my god. So cool. Such a freaking cool class. I love it. Ooh, the level 20 feat! When you use adrenaline homeostasis, wounded does not increase! There you go! That's so good now with the new clarified dying rules. Oh my god, it's so good. Oh my god, adrenaline state! Level 20. You get your adrenaline surge even if you're higher than max. Ah! I want to be a great Thanator all the time, not just at half health. So good. So good. Alright. We get another hour and a half or so. Look at the freaking rogue shaman! Look at the rogue shaman! Ah! And then, oh, what is that? Is that like a monk Thanator? Monk or fighter? I can't tell what other class this is supposed to be, but damn the artwork. Damn the artwork. And I can actually linger on this artwork. Paizo yells at me for lingering on artwork, but this is our artwork. I get to linger on this as much as I want. Alfonso, I swear to God, are you making a Leshy Thanator? Oh no, it's hot. That's all it is. That's your favorite pick in the book so far? Like this face. Oh my god. The face of a real demon. I love it. Holy cow. So good. What else do we got? Ooh. Alright. New poll. Smash or pass on your artwork? I should have made that a goal. I should have made it a goal. Like if we sell 10 copies, I'd smash or pass all the artwork. It would just be smash everything. But hold on. I want to see new class. What next? I'm adding a poll. New base class options, new archetypes, new items. I don't want to do the Ancestries because they're going to take too long, unfortunately. I don't want to linger too much, but let's vote. I'm going to run to the bathroom real quick. Y'all vote. I'll be right back. Okay, what are we voting for? New archetypes, really? That's kind of shocking, but okay. We're gonna look at some new archetypes. Stop talking about the hamper! It's a laundry hamper! It's broken! It doesn't even have a handle right here! Oh my god. Out here showing his pimp hand. I don't got a pimp hand, I got a decent pimp hand. Yo, Krista, it's a fantastic book. The artwork is great. People want to see the chef. It's your bait. But the chef, I don't know. The chef is tough now because we wrote it before Treasure Vault. I'll show off chef. I did write chef. So, fun fact. The chef Alchemist was one of the first pieces of PF2 homebrew I ever wrote casually. And we refined it and made it a full Alchemist thing. Whatever you call it. Subclass. Research field. That's the one. I wrote this 2.5 years ago. And then over the last 2 years, it's been tossed around from hand to hand, refined, and added to this, so. Okay. Someone donates $5, I'll switch and do the entire thing in an Italian accent. Nothing can compare to the feeling of enjoying a hearty meal. You've taken it upon yourself to master the culinary arts and provide yourself and those around you a feast every day. From meats to spices, you're a true genius when it comes to food. In addition to the research fields in the core rulebook, you can select the Chef research field to perfect recipes that tantalize the taste buds and possess near magical properties. The Chef field grants the following benefits. And remind me, Eldritch, did we end up using the same rules as Treasure Vault? Did we end up incorporating the new, whatever they were called, like food items? I don't remember if they got a new trait or anything. Research field. You start the formulas with Chef with Poisoner archetype. Oh god. You start with the formulas for 2 common first level items. We did all of this before. Okay, so this is not compatible with Treasure Vault food items, unfortunately. You can produce items with the meal trait during your daily preparations using advanced alchemy, even if they do not possess the alchemical trait. And items with the snack trait are always treated as alchemical items for you. Whenever you provide a meal during daily preparations using advanced alchemy, anyone who consumes the meal receives temporary hit points equal to your level plus your intelligence modifier. These temporary hit points last until they are depleted or your next daily preparation. So if you're level 5 with 18 intelligence, that is just 9 temp hit points forever. So funny thing, I actually didn't write that. That part, the temporary hit point part, that wasn't me. That was someone else adding on to it. But hilariously, my GM in my D&D 3.5 campaign does this with breakfast. Depending on how good of a breakfast we have, he rolls a random die and gives us temporary hit points. Like, we'll have, like, really nice eggs and bacon, and he'll give us, like, 7 temporary hit points that day. And it's led to an inside joke that we still do every day if we ever lose temporary hit points, which is, my breakfast! You hit me right in the breakfast! Damn, you took my breakfast! And I love that that's now a game mechanic for the Chef Alchemist. That's so good. Alright. Field Discovery. When using Advanced Alchemy to make snacks during your daily preparation, you can expend 1 batch to create 3, just like every other thing. Perpetual snacks. Choose 2 common first level snacks. These snacks still grant their benefits, but do not satisfy hunger. They're like candy. You can eat as much Hershey bar as you want, but it's never going to fill you up. Perpetual Potency. Choose 2 common 5th level or lower snacks. Still grant their benefits. Do not satisfy hunger. Greater Field Discovery. Whenever you provide a meal during daily preparations, you and your allies now receive twice as many temp hit points! Oh my god! Wait, at level 13 with 20 intelligence? That's 36 temporary... Double! It's 36 temporary hit points. That's insane! That's like pre-healing the party for 100 hit points or more! Oh my god, that's a really good chicken nugget! Wow! Damn! You start making mimosas at that level, everyone starts drinking. They don't feel the pain as bad. Ow. I'm busting a rib. Oh my god. Perpetual Infusion, common level 11. Oh my god. You do all actually have to commune and eat together. Yeah, which is nice. It's a great roleplay moment, for sure. That's crazy good. And there's 2 new feats for it. Home-cooked meal. Whenever you provide a meal during daily preparations, you and your allies also recover hit points equal to twice the meal's item level, which is fine. You know, healing is so unimportant now in modern PF2, but if you need it, we're ahead of the curve. Additionally, you may roll crafting instead of diplomacy to make an impression on a character, so long as you provide a snack or meal. I remember that. Oh my god, yes. You could be talking to the king, and everyone's failing, but you, the chef, walk forward with your chocolate bar and go, "Excuse me, can we please stay here tonight?" the king eats the chocolate bar and you roll crafting, which gets you your 35, and he's just like, oh, yeah, let him stay. That chocolate's good. And hunger pangs. Once per one action, Jesus. For one action, if you are holding an item with a snack trait, you show. I remember writing this. This is the stupidest feat in the world. I'm so proud of it. You show off your delicious snack by waving it around and wafting its aroma towards a creature within 30 feet. The creature must attempt a will saving throw against your class DC to resist the temptations. If the creature cannot eat food, it is immune to this effect. If they succeed, they are fascinated by your food. If they fail, their snack looks so appetizing, they struggle to think of anything else. They are stupefied. On a critical failure, the target can't resist anymore and must spend its next turn attempting to get your snack. They will not move willingly into any space that would cause them disarm and will attempt to disarm you of your food. They're also stupefied, one, and fascinated. It's so good. It's the taunt mechanic. It's a taunt guy. I'm dying. I haven't read this feat in so long. It's so good. It's beautiful. Chocolate! Chocolate! I'm so sorry, I'm disgusting today. Oh. At least the snack won't give them temp HP. It will if you're level 13. All snacks created using infused reagents grant temporary hit points equal to their item level. If they steal and eat your snack, they get the points. That'll be perfect with their free archetype? Yeah, with free archetype, you could get home-cooked meal at level 4, and then hunger pangs at level 8. Yeah, that's the thing. Hunger pangs, you don't even need to be a chef. Any alchemist can take this. And any alchemist can make snacks. Any alchemist can make snacks. They just aren't as good at it as the chef. Same way that a chef could make bombs. Oh my god. Gee, if you poison the snack. Oh my god, that'd be so... Wait. That's genius. You're still an alchemist. You can still make poisons. And the Hunger Pangs doesn't say you're holding an untampered snack. Oh my god, what a cool concept. Like if you put arsenic on your chocolate bar and then Hunger Pangs, and then they come, they disarm you, they eat the snack, and then they're poisoned. That's such a cool combo! Oh my god! This is why I couldn't wait. This is why, y'all, this is why I was so excited to finally show off Sinclair's to you guys. Because you know the really screwed up and fun combos. Good for non-combat, most ingested poisons. But that's fair. That's fair. But still, it's so funny. Oh, man. Well, you can also poison a snack and use it for diplomacy. Use it for a home-cooked meal. Like, poison the snack, give it for a home-cooked meal. Maybe I'd lower, like, I'd higher the, increase the DC, because it probably doesn't taste as well. Oh, it's so funny, though. It's so funny. Alright, we're gonna skip over the rest of these. We've got our... We gave some love to the skeleton ancestry. Because I feel like there's not enough artwork of the skeleton ancestry. And so we gave them the stone barbarian. So that, like, you know, they may not have flesh anymore. But they do got stone. Skeleton love. Skeleton love. And then who else do we got down here? Yeah, also, like, in case y'all weren't aware, I know we didn't advertise this as much. We've got a lot of class stuff. New New Alchemist subclass, new Barbarian subclass, new Barbarian feats, new Alchemist feats, new Bard Muse, 2 new Bard Muses, 6 new Bard feats, maybe more. Looks like a lot of new Bard feats. Oh, are these the new... Okay. Right. Let's talk about this. I just started recording, because I think this is going to be a YouTube video. Oh, don't you dare crash. Okay. Alright, y'all, listen up, because this might be a YouTube video. First off, say hi, YouTube, if you want, because I never get to do that, and y'all never get to be in YouTube videos, so say hello. Because we're talking about the missing link of champions. The champion tenets of companionship. While the core rulebook establishes the rules for champions of good, and the Advanced Player's Guide establishes their opposite in the Champions of Evil, there are champions that do not gain their divine power from a god, but from a devotion to their allies. These champions exemplify the driving powers of rivalry, tutelage, and love, bettering themselves not from a god, but from those who they choose to keep dear to their heart. A champion that follows the tenets of companionship is not bound to the tenets of good or evil. Unlike a champion of good or evil, a champion following the tenets of companionship does not choose a deity, does not become trained in their deity's divine skill, and does not have access to their deity's favored weapon, if it is uncommon. Instead, a champion following the tenets of companionship becomes trained in one skill that at least one of their allies is trained in, and chooses either one culture that one of their allies is from, or one organization that one of their allies belongs to. They gain access to uncommon items as if they were from that culture or a member of that organization. If such a champion follows a deity, they can still select feats that reference said deity so long as they meet the prerequisites such as deity's domain. All champions devoted to companionship must follow the following tenets. You must never intentionally cause harm to an ally. You must never put the desires of a neutral party or enemy over an ally's needs. The Challenger Cause. You are driven to push your allies past their failures, reminding them to grit their teeth, rub some dirt in it, and live to fight another day. You gain the Intensify Drive Champion's Reaction and the Heart Pulse Devotion spell. We're Power of Friendship up in here! After the tenets of companionship, add the following tenet. You must be an example for your allies to better themselves. We've also got the Instructor Cause. You are determined to share your knowledge with your peers, putting your teachings at the service of the greater good. You gain the Learning Experience Champion's Reaction and the Heart Pulse Devotion spell. And the Paramour Cause. You are both a lover and a fighter, and to you there is no cause more noble than fighting for love. You gain the Consoling Comfort Champion's Reaction. So what do these do? Let's take a look here. Well, Heart Pulse, they all get Heart Pulse. One action, somatic components, range of touch, a willing creature. For 3 rounds, you pour some of your heart's drive into your companion. The target gains fast healing 2. At the start of every turn, you, the champion, can choose to lose 2 hit points to heal the target for an equivalent amount. Up to 2. So they're healing for 2 health per turn for 3 rounds. You can sacrifice 2 health to increase it to 4, or 3 if you sacrifice less. And every single level spell rank, fast healing goes up by 2, max hit points you can sacrifice by 2. You are literally helping your friend keep fighting, and if they need the extra help, you can hurt yourself to keep them going. Let's look at these reactions. So the Paramour gets Consoling Comfort. An ally within 15 feet of you would take mental damage or fail a saving throw against a mental effect. You console your ally through their struggles. If the trigger was taking mental damage, the triggering ally gains resistance to mental damage equal to 2 plus your level against the triggering damage. If the trigger was failing a saving throw against a mental effect, the triggering ally gains a +2 status bonus to the triggering saving throw, which can turn a failure into a success. Interesting that it doesn't say it can turn a success into a critical success, or a critical failure into a failure. Maybe this means that that +2 can only... Well, I guess it does say fail. It doesn't say critically fail as a saving throw, so you can't use it if they succeed. Yeah, so you can save them from failure or reduce the damage they take. You might be able to save them from a fear spell or a draconic intimidating presence from like a dragon. Ugh, so cool. Intensify Drive. As a reaction, an ally within 15 feet fails, but not critically fails, an attack or saving throw. You use your passion to remind your ally of what's worth fighting for. The triggering ally can add a +2 status bonus to the triggering check, potentially turning a failure into a success, or choose to re-roll. That's insane! What? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay. Okay, I know. Even I'm gonna say, that's too strong. That's advantage. That's true strike on 1 free attack per round as a reaction. And then if they know the armor class, like it's the 2nd or 3rd round of combat and they know what hits and what misses, they can just choose to take the +2. Like they have an armor class of 19. I rolled a total of 17. I'll just take the +2. I rolled a total of 9. I'll just re-roll. Oh my god. Yeah, that's one that like I thought it was gonna stop at the +2. Just with the +2, I thought would be fine. I thought just with the +2 would be fine. Like a reaction once per turn that gives +2 to an attack roll that missed. I love that. You know, you are the champion who is there to help your ally when they just fall short. You can't save them when they roll a 2 on the die. But if they roll that 13, you know, that middle of the road number that's just not quite good enough, you can bump them and maybe get them over the hump. I love that. I think being able to choose between +2 or reroll is insane. Because a reroll of an attack, that's a spell slot. That's true strike. That should not be an infinite reaction. Like, I am willing to call out my own company's book. That's too much. And I think that should be changed in the full 1.0 release. It's great. It's flavorful. It's super there. But an infinite reaction true strike is nuts. Even just using the second result, I don't know. That means that any ally within 15 feet of you isn't scared to roll lower than a 10 on the die because they can re-roll it again. You know? Like, most weapons and most creatures don't have penalties on critically failed attack rolls. So the difference between rolling a 7 and rolling a 2 or a 1 isn't that much, you know? Hell, if it misses either way, the difference between a 14 and a 2 on the die isn't that different. We don't need to rewrite much, Red Star. This is the first thing. This is literally the first thing I've looked at in this entire 2-hour stream that I'm like, too strong. Too strong. It's true strike. It's free true strike, which is too much. If you wanted, could be cool to say they can take a +2 status bonus to the check, or by spending a focus point, re-roll it. That would be totally balanced. Like, let this reaction optionally spend a focus point to really drive your ally forward. You know? That's exactly it. Yep, Anonymous, we're on the exact same page. So, it's free to give them a flat +2. But if you spend a focus point, they could re-roll the whole thing. I think that's fair. We'll talk about it. And then learning experience for the instructor cause. As a reaction, if an ally within 15 feet fails an attack roll or saving throw, you let your ally's mistakes flow into a lesson on what not to do. They get a +1 status bonus to attack rolls and saving throws until the end of their next turn. That's so flavorful. I love it. It's like Inspire Courage, but with saving throw support as a reaction, but they have to mess up first. And your character gets to be an asshole about it. What we learn. And you messed up what we learn. Oh my god. That's so good. Holy cow, that's great. Now listen, I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed. I know you can do better. I know you can do better. Try it again. You can make so well, and that's something I love. I see people saying like the little league coach or the drill sergeant. You could play that character 100 different ways. You could play, oh, it's okay, sweetie, you'll get him next time. Or you can play the, how dare you! You had an opening on his left flank, but you still went with an uppercut, soldier. What are you doing? They're both perfectly flavorful. I love it. the learning experience. It's the backseat RP. Oh my god. Holy cow. Divine Ally gets the, so for Blade Ally, they get the Cunning, Returning, and Shifting runes. Divine Smite, Consoling Comfort as a reaction, now gives temporary hit points equal to half your level. Okay, they all now give temporary hit points equal to half your level. That's very neutral of it. I like that. Exalt, 11th level. When you use Consoling Comfort, all of your allies within 15 feet gain resistance to mental damage equal to 1 plus half your level, and +1 status bonus to saves against mental effects. Cool. Intensifying Drive, all allies within 15 feet gain resistance to positive and negative damage, and +1 bonus to saves against death and incapacitation. Interesting. Incapacitation effects. Alright. That's cool, because even if the incapacitation effect is higher level than them, they still get that bonus. Against something like even if the boss is higher level than your party, and they use Disintegrate. Cool. I think Disintegrate's incapacitation. Learning Experience. All your allies within 15 feet gain resistance to physical damage. It's really good. It doesn't get any saving throw bonuses, but it just physical. And there's new feats for each one, too. Instructor Cause. Your lessons serve many purposes. When you use the Learning Experience reaction, choose one skill you're trained in. The status bonus from Learning Experience also applies to checks made with that skill? Like, that's interesting? When is that going to be useful? You can only use Learning Experience if they fail a saving throw. Like, I guess if you're trained in Intimidation, you can be like, hey, you also get a bonus. All right, I know they just hit you in the face, but next time, growl at them like this before you hit them. Oh my god. Look, Edwin, I forgot that we even included neutral champions. This is something people have wanted for literally 3 years. I know, I'm finishing the champion and then we're moving on. I'm recording this, damn it. You're making me look silly on stream, on video, whatever. You'll see this next week. The Paramour Cause. The soothing effect of your comfort knows no bounds. When you use Consoling Comfort with an ally within 15 feet would take mental damage as a trigger, the triggering ally gets a +1 status bonus saving throws against mental effects for 1 round. Oh, okay. So now you get, with this feat, you give both benefits, regardless of which trigger it was. Cool. Intensify Odds for the Challenger. When you intensify Drive, the triggering ally can choose to reroll with a +2 bonus. Okay. Yeah. We need to work on the Challenger. Challenger's a little too strong. It's cool, it's flavorful, but it's way too best in slot. A reaction that will let you reroll with a +2 every time. Insane. Alright, we're not recording anymore. Golly, let's go look at archetypes. If you guys want to see the Cleric Crusader, also Gripply with the shield, very, very cool. You're gonna have to buy the book, I'm sorry, okay? I'm being yelled at by the devs, we gotta go look at the archetypes. New Gunslinger Way of the Screaming Gun. Gobbo with a boomstick. Love it. Love the artwork. Look at this boy! Look at the word. Look at the it's not a construct. It's not a Warforged. It's not an android. It's what's the word? I'm blanking. Automaton! Thank you. Try this. Oh, yeah. See you later, Adam. Friggin' Automaton. Thank you. I'm not smart. But look at the Automaton Investigator. Look how cute he is. Oh my god. Oh my god. And then we've got the frickin' Magus Hybrid Study with the... Woo! Woo! The artwork is so good. Look at this Kobold Magus Sling. Look at the Kobold with the Magus Sling. Ah! I can't get over the artwork. I'm sorry, I don't have time to stop and read all of this. Look at this. Oh, the new... I think we showed this off last year, the Aesir Eidolon. The artwork still looks so good. Aesir! Oh my god. New Wizard Thesis, the Fundamentalist. I love it. Ugh, every piece of artwork just slaps so hard. Look at the... What is this? Was this the Algepi? Yeah, it's the Algepi. Look at him up there. He's just hanging out. Oh, we got the Infernal Bison. There's the Conquerdine I was talking about earlier. You can take this as a bonded beast if you're a shaman. Oh my god, it's like a musical Cerberus. So much. The eye horror. God, all the artwork kills. It's so good. Fundamentalist was mine. Yes, I did write the Fundamentalist. The Guru Daemon, the Landstrider. I've always loved the Landstrider. This artwork is... Look at the tongue. It's just so good. I can't get over it. Like, we wanted to include artwork of all the companions. You know, the companions are so integral for a lot of people. We wanted to make sure they looked good. The Schmooze! I didn't know it was called a Schmooze! Why did we name it a Schmooze? Why is it called a Schmooze? Oh yeah, the Night Stalker is super cute. It got a rename. Oh Lord, it's schmoozing. my baby. I wrote this one. I wrote it. The Shambling Mount. I wrote the Shambling Mount. Look at him. He's a shambling mound with the mount trait. He's got the mount trait. Was there a Displacer Kangaroo? What? Oh, the Guru Daemon, yeah. Oh my god, I love my Shambling Mount so much. Shambling Mound. Also, I don't think there's artwork of it. Oh, there it is. Yeah. We added swarm companions. Your companion is literally just like a swarm of bugs. And it's customizable. Like, it can be whatever you want it to be. Beetles, flies, bees. Super cool. Oh, wait, no, they're different. No, they are different. Oh, they're specialized. Okay. Or no, they aren't. Okay. Oh my god. Warren of rodents, colony of spiders, hive of bees. Look at them all. Bugs, bunnies, or nanites. I just love this. Look at this artwork. Look at them. They're turning into a panther. Ah! Oh my god. It's so good. It's so good. All right. Let's look over some archetypes. Someone pick a number between 1 and 20. Someone pick a number between 1 and 20. First number I see. 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Start with a Spellbreaker. Yo, I wasn't kidding. There's so many archetypes in this book. Like, this book may only be 140 pages, but it's all content. Yo, Dustin's here. Let's go. Hell yeah. Like, it's 140 pages of straight content. So, Spellbreaker. Most Spellbreakers feel a natural repulsion towards magic that leads them to specialize in hunting down spellcasters, often focusing on a specific tradition early in their careers. For instance, their seed of disgust often blooms into a violent hatred, visceral enough to turn an ardent inquisitor who spends years hunting down heretical clerics into a militant atheist who can't stand the sight of any divine magic. So, oh, I forgot this artwork is so good. Oh, Twitter. The Spellbreaker dedication. You need to be trained in one of the magical skills. Your body and soul are strangely resistant to magic, either the result of a curse or a blessing from a higher power, the side effect of a mutation, or perhaps a simple misalignment with reality. You gain a +1 status bonus to all saves against magic. Not spells, magic. Willingly casting or accepting the effects of magic spells is anathema. If you violate your anathema, you lose all abilities and feats from this archetype and become Sickened 1 for until you spend a downtime day purging the magic. You are resilient against magic. You're also allergic to magic. Your cleric cannot heal you. This includes casting spells from wands or activating magical items. Or apparently some magical items are fine, but using the activate ability of Wormclaw. So I'm guessing anything that casts a spell. If an ally insists on using magic on you despite your unwillingness, and you have no reason to believe they will stop, continuing to travel with them will be anathema. Yeah, you can't use healing potions. Or can you? What's the line there? Eldritch. Or Dustin, rather. What's the line here? Because I don't know what the Worm Claw does. You can't activate something like a Worm Claw, but you can still use magic items otherwise. Like, you can use them but not activate them? Potions aren't spells, but they are magic. They are, like, a healing potion is magic. An elixir of life is not. That's the thing, is you cannot cast spells from items. Okay, I think if this is specifically in spell casting, this should be changed to spells. You gain a +1 status bonus to all saves against spells. If magic is fine, and it's specifically spell casting is not, this should say +1 status bonus against all saves against spells, not just against all magic if all magic is not anathema. Does that make sense? What else we got here? Expert in Arcana. It's so interesting that you need to train in these feats, though, to use it. I actually like that a lot. Like, you need to know about the thing you hate. You have studied how to fight against Arcanists and can adapt this training to take on all sorts of spellcasters. Your status bonus against magic granted by the Spellbreaker archetype increases to +2. Oh, +2. Oh, I get it. +2 against Arcane. Increases to +3 if you're a master in Arcane. Additionally, your status bonus to saves against magic also applies to your AC against spells with the attack trait. Yo! That's so good! Oh my god. And then, yeah, Arcane, Divine, Occult, and Primal. There's one for each feat. I love that you have to specify. It's an insane bonus. +2 against saving throws and armor class against those spells, only against each specific tradition. We got some typos here, though. We do have Spellbreaker dedication, which I think they all need to have. And then we also just says Arcana here for some reason. It was probably just copy-pasted and missed. Each gives the status bonus to a different defense? Really? Oh, really? So Arcane gives you AC. Divine gives you status bonus to damage rolls against creatures who cast spells. Increased appropriately against... Ooh! Oh, okay, I get it. Sorry, so I read too fast. Arcane Spellbreaker gives you +2 against arcane magic, but your original +1 also applies against any spell attack roll. And then that's +2 against arcane spells. Divine gives you +1 damage against any creature who casts spells, +2 if they're specifically divine. Occult gives you +1 to disbelieve any and all illusions, +2 if they're occult. Nice. I read too fast. Yeah, that's me. Can you use Raise Dead on a Spellbreaker? Yes, but if they continue to travel with you, they'll lose their benefits. And Primal gives you additional just resistance to damage from spells equal to half your level or equal to your level. This should probably say Primal sources, not occult sources. And I'm guessing effects got moved around from tradition to tradition, so there's some typos here. Mage Hunter, level 6. You can sniff out magic as though it were a second sense. You gain spell sense. Yo. Notice the presence of magic within 30 feet. As a 3-action activity, you can focus your senses to make this a precise sense. You can smell magic. Oh, that's sick. Smelling magic, I'm about it. Imagine Breaker. You need to have Sunder Spell, which I think is... Okay, it is an additional feat. Oh, we just jumped to level 16. Oh, I just noticed that. Mage Hunter, level 6. Imagine Breaker, level 16. You have become living anti-magic, capable of draining the very essence of magic from those who practice the vile arts. The first time each round you strike and deal damage to a spellcaster, the spellcaster loses a focus point. If they have no focus point, they lose their highest available spell slot. If they have no spells remaining, they lose the ability to cast a 1 cantrip for 1 minute. If they have no cantrips, they lose an innate spell. That's so good. That's so good. Oh my god. Just like any kind of spellcaster. Break it down. Doesn't matter what they use, innate, focus spells, spell slots, you're crippling their resources. And it's every round. Every single round. Like, you're level 16. Imagine you're fighting something that's level 17 that has 9th level spells. Boom, minus a spell slot next round. Boom, minus a spell slot next round. You are just beating down their spell slots. Ah, that's incredible. Chainbreaker. Alternatively, you can break the magic tethers that bind a summoned minion to their master. When you sunder a spell, you can instead attempt to counteract the spell that animated, called, or summoned the target. So sunder spell is usually lets you counteract an effect on a target. This one, if you hit a summoned elemental, doesn't matter how much damage you deal, as long as your counteract check succeeds, they're gone. Oh, they just animated a freaking ancient red dragon zombie. It's gone again. So good. Oh my god. Oh, also, these all have dedication still. I don't think these all need the dedication trait. I think it was just a copy-paste thing. This one does up here. But, yeah. And then Mage Breaker. It's not gone, it's made free. Depends on what it is. Oh, wait, no. Loses the mage trait and acts of its own accord. Oh. Reading is helpful. Wow. And most things will probably attack the thing that summoned it or reanimated it. That's great against necromancers. Thank you for pointing that out. This class really, really hates magic. I wonder why. I wonder why it hates magic so much. Oh boy, we're too zoomed out. Oh no, we're not lined up anymore. Oh no, we're not lined up anymore. Dadgummit. Oh well, that's good enough. Mage Breaker, you have learned to literally beat the magic out of your targets. Apply the effects of Imagine Breaker to every successful strike you make instead of the first one every turn. Should this be level 18? If Imagine Breaker is a prerequisite, it's just weird they're the same level. Oh my god. On a Flurry Ranger. On a Flurry Ranger. Yeah, Icefire, we're on the same wavelength here. Minus a spell slot, minus a spell slot, minus a spell slot, minus a spell slot. Oh my god. 3 action. Oh my god, with its 6 attacks per turn. With Impossible Volley. You're fighting an army of like 5 spellcasters and you just shoot all of them at once. Finally, level 20. How often do you see an archetype with a level 20 feat? You have become nearly impervious to the effects of magic. Automatically counteract any spell or magical effect that includes you as a target. Your counteract level for this attempt is equal to half your level and uses a skill check, which corresponds to the spell source. Fascinating. Wait, you literally can't be affected by level 7 or lower spells. Like, unless you crit fail. Because counteract is insane. Counteracting is if your level is any higher. Unless you crit fail, you are immune to all spells of 9th level or below. Hello? Like, it's level 20? Is that okay? Is that okay? Level 20 is such a weird gray area. Like, yeah, you should be insane. But should you passively be immune to all spells of 9th level or lower? It's... Smash Magic? It's so interesting. Yeah, well, not only that, Nairufa. The way this is worded, they throw a fireball to hurt your party. You automatically counteract it. The fireball doesn't even go off. Like, your party doesn't even get hurt because it's counteracted by, like, the fireball flings towards your party and it fizzles on its way into the party. It's more embarrassing to play a Spellbreaker who gets owned by a spell. That's true. And I do like that it includes beneficial effects. Like, if someone tries to haste your whole, like if the cleric is like, I know you hate magic, haste the whole party, you shut it down. You literally counteract your own ally automatically, which is kind of cool. Like, they can't even say, get over yourself, I'm hasting you. Ooh, I like that. That's really cool. I like that. And it uses a skill check, you know? And it's responding to the spell's source, so your counteract bonus isn't necessarily going to be insane. It does say that, Eldritch. It says that includes you as a target. Oh, unless you mean it should only work on single target spells. That might be better. It only works on single target spells. Or like, yeah. I don't know about once per day. I think it's fine. It's level 20. But it's very close to perfect. It's just... It's the weird thing about a feat like this, it's only insane in a theory vacuum. If you're level 20, you're fighting something with 10th level spells. Beyond that, you might be fighting things like Tree Razor, who don't even use spells. They just have insane monster abilities. Yeah, I think that would be fair, Eldritch. Preclude you from the effect, so the fireball goes off, the fire, like, warps around you and doesn't touch you, but it still hurts your allies. Yeah. Oh, man. What time is it? 12:18? We got room for one more. Obedient Mammal, give me a number 1 through 20. Number 1 through 20, Obedient Mammal. Obedient Mammal's been here since the beginning of the stream. I want to give this to them. Yo, thanks for being around for the review, Dustin. Have a great day at work. Thanks for writing such awesome stuff. Obedient Mammal might be behind. Obedient Mammal might not be fully live. Oh, there it is. 8. Okay. 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Haunt Collector. Interesting. Is this... Wow. Okay, so the Haunt Collector... I don't know if I have time for this. This is huge. This is massive. It's got, like, Thaumaturge synergy and new... Whoa. It's got a Thaumaturge Haunt. It's only got 2 feats? We'll read the feats. No, it's... So is this an archetype only for Thaumaturge? Prerequisites. Haunted Imp. Oh, it's a class arc. Nathan let you make a class. Nathan wouldn't let me make a class archetype. Nathan wouldn't let me make class archetypes. Nathan hates class archetypes. He wouldn't let me make the Wild Singer Bard. All right, I'm not gonna worry. I'm not gonna cover this one right now because class archetypes are weird and I don't want to have to explain it. I didn't care if I'm supposed to say who wrote it. You're good. You're good. We'll skip it. We'll skip it for now. No, we don't have to say anyone who wrote it. We don't need to throw anything like that. Let's see, I'll pick a cool one. Let's see, what's down here? Someone did say they were interested in the Sigil Master. I wrote the Sigil Master base, which I do like a lot. Oh, this artwork is so cool, though. I'll let y'all decide. Let's do a poll. For the last archetype. Sigil Master, Anvil Ringer, or Ink Master. Make your choices known! Your choices, I'll show you our artwork as well, is we've got the Sigil Master right here. Very cool Tengu boy. We've got the Ink Master right here. Very, very attractive tattooed lady. And then, all the way back at the top, we have our Anvil Ringer down here. This is our Anvil Ringer. Looking like okay, it is almost overwhelmingly Anvil Ringer. All right, let's do this. People were super stoked for the Anvil Ringer. Let's show it off. So, Anvil Ringer. When the hammer strikes an anvil, a sound rings out. To many, this is just a noise, a sign of work in progress. It is the ring of metal on metal as the raw materials become armor, weapons, and many other things. Others, however, hear the depth of the tone. either blessed by the divine forces of inspiration and crafting, or something more esoteric. Anvil ringers hear the deeper sound. They learn how to own this sound to summon forth an ethereal anvil and project the perfections of their craft onto the equipment around them. Anvil ringers may do this in honor and prayer to their gods, while others hear the call of the anvil and can't help but answer with a strike of their hammer. You seek to learn the secret arts of the anvil ringers, to bring forth the sacred anvil, and to let it sound across the fields of battle. The dedication requires trained in crafting and the specialty crafting skill feats specifically for blacksmithing. You have learned the most basic technique of the anvil ringers, that of bringing forth an ethereal anvil for crafting and performing greater acts. You become an expert in crafting and add up to 4 common formulas to your crafting book, and you gain the Let the Anvil Ring focus spell. If you don't already have one, you gain a focus pool, blah, 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 blah. Your focus spells from the Anvil Ringer archetype are divine spells and use your crafting DC as spell DC. Let the Anvil Ring. For 1 action, you summon forth a Ringer's Anvil, an ethereal anvil granted to you by the crafting gods. The anvil appears in an adjacent square and remains until your next daily preparations or until dismissed, whichever comes first. The anvil has the same weight and density as a regular anvil and can be used for blacksmithing. Whenever you summon the anvil, for as long as it is summoned, you can use the Ring the Anvil action. For 1 action, if you are wielding a weapon from the Hammer weapon group, and you are within reach of your Ringer's Anvil, allies within 30 feet get a +1 status bonus to armor class, +1 status bonus to attack rolls, +3 status bonus to damage until the beginning of your next turn. Your choice. You don't get all 3. You choose either bonus to armor class, attack rolls, or damage. And it is only within the 30-foot emanation of your anvil. My god. Could not word that out. That's great. It's like Inspire Courage, but the anvil is sort of stuck in place. You're probably not picking up and walking with an anvil in the middle of combat. But you can do this 3 times in 1 turn? Oh my god, can you? Wait, can you? Is there anything saying you can't? Obscura, help me out here. Is this just... Could you do it 3 times? I guess there's no reason why not. Oh my god. Like, there's no point in doing it 3 times? Why not? You can give all 3 effects. It doesn't say any they don't stack? No. But you can give +1 to AC, +1 to attack rolls, +3 to damage. Usually you have to pick. If you spend your whole turn ringing, you give all 3. I guess it's interesting. It turns you into a sort of drummer. A stationary drummer. Bard kind of character. Where your entire turn is just ringing the anvil. Which could make you into a cool target for enemies to jump on. And it's only a 30-foot range. If you're within 30 feet of the enemies, you're at risk. Your anvil is there. That's interesting. I don't hate it. Like, it's strong, but is that worth it? If you're a 4-person party, does sacrificing one of your party members to give everybody a status bonus to armor class, attack rolls, and damage worth it? I think so. If all 3 other characters land a hit, that's 9 extra damage. Like, if you're level 2, you're only dealing about 9 damage anyway. I dig it. And then once you're character level 7, you get 2 of the effects for 1 action. So, there's some Holdscarred Orc Thanator Anvil Ringer. Congratulations, you've made an Urukai. Alright, tools of the trade. Wielding a hammer in battle is as natural to you as striking an anvil. You become trained in the Light Hammer, Maul, and Warhammer. Whenever you get a class feature that grants you Expert or greater, you increase those with this as well. Additionally, when using your blacksmith's tools as improvised weapons, you don't take a -2 penalty. Your blacksmith's tools count as a light hammer, I think. That's great. I love that. Metallic Echo. I'm wondering if we'll have to update this. Because the remaster changed how weapon proficiency feats work. Obscura or Eldritch, text me either now or after the stream to go over that. Because they did change how weapon proficiency feats work. Specifically familiarity feats, but I don't know if it's a global change. Metallic Echo, 1 action. It has the open trait. This has to be the first action on your turn. If you are holding a chunk of precious metal, then once per minute, you strike the anvil, metal in hand, to empower your allies' armor and weapons. You ring the anvil, which is the action from the focus spell. Until the start of your next turn, your allies... Sorry, sometimes I read a feat, and I get so excited that I stop reading. Until the start of your next turn, your allies' armor and weapons are treated as the type of metal you are holding when it comes to resistances and vulnerability. If you're holding a chunk of silver, then every turn you can just make your allies' weapons silver for a turn. And again. And again. Oh my god, that's so cool. Damn. Works with kineticist plate? I don't know what that is. But, oh man, that's so cool. Liquefy everyone's gear with a liquid metal. Oh, no, I don't even know how I'd roll that. Lycanthropes be in big danger. All you need is one piece of silver. Oh, it is once per minute. You're right, it is once per minute. That's fair. Still, that's really, really cool. If you're fighting, Fae, like, this would be, like, I love this, because you can just walk, like, finally, there's a reason to be in town and be like, hey, GM, can I buy a chunk of cold iron, a chunk of silver? You know, it's going to be way cheaper than buying gear. Can I just spend, like, 20 gold pieces on 2 chunks of raw metal? Chunks are a specific item type. Really? Huh. Well, no, obedient mammal. Like Eldritch just said, you can't just use a silver coin. You have to be holding a chunk. Huh. All right, then. Turn everything gold and pawn it. It only lasts 6 seconds. Oh, boy. Plate and treasure vault allows you to coat any metal in a precious metal that is equal. Oh. Ringing disarm. For one action, you are wielding a weapon from your hammer group and within reach of your ringer's anvil. The sound of your hammer ringing out resonates with the weapons of your enemies. Make a disarm attempt against a creature within 30 feet using crafting. And disarm is good now! Yes! You 30-foot ranged disarm using sonic ability, using crafting? Oh my god. How much is a chunk exactly? Oh, that's so good. I love it. This just got so much better. Alignment ring. When you ring the anvil, add the following benefit to the benefits you can grant. Allies within 30 feet gain 1d4 bonus. See, alignment doesn't exist anymore. Moving on. Elemental, though. Oh, when you ring the anvil, you can choose to grant 1d4 elemental bonus damage. Oh, just coat your allies' weapons in acid or cold or fire. And you combine that, once you have heightened, you can gain 2 effects. So you can gain 2 of these, or like 1 of these with something else. Oh yeah, you can make it spirit damage. Yeah, you could, like, I guess you could turn this into holy or unholy spirit damage. Yeah, allies within 30 feet gain 1d4 bonus spirit damage. The spirit damage can be sanctified, holy or unholy, or just remove the sanctification altogether and just give them spirit damage. Property resonate. This is very much a forge bard. Yeah, absolutely. Just uses crafting. You can requirements. You can ring the anvil and are holding a weapon with a property rune. Your knowledge as a blacksmith meets with your abilities as an anvil ringer to project runes onto the armor and weapons of your allies. You ring the anvil. Creatures affected by it also gain the benefit of the property rune you are holding, given they are wielding or wearing a valid host for the rune. Property runes limitations still apply normally. Interesting. Okay, this is not as crazy as it sounds. Because, remember, you can only have as many property runes as the fundamental rune bonus. If you've got a +1 striking flaming weapon already, the anvil ringer cannot give you whatever they're resonating with. Or they can, but it might suppress your flaming. So, interesting. If you've got a bunch of fighters with unenchanted weapons, that's great. You know, you can... Well, no, because they still need to be It's a little situational, because this relies on your partners having fundamentally powered up weapons, but not property. You can't give anything to a +0 weapon, but if they have a +2 weapon, you could give it returning, or flaming, or anything like that. And it still only lasts 1 turn. I guess because you can suppress runes, you can still have fun with it. Can I get in focus, please? Can I get and stay in focus? It's interesting. As long as you're okay with suppressing runes, it's fine. But yeah, I like it. Question, with no more alignment, how does that affect the angelic, demonic, and psychopomp eidolons for the summoner? I'm guessing they are going to be sanctified. Angels will gain the holy trait, demons will gain the unholy trait, psychopomps probably won't have either. If they did any alignment type damage, I'm sure it's going to be reskinned into spirit damage. Angels will be holy sanctified spirit damage, demons will be unholy sanctified spirit damage. You can give +0 weapons runes if you have a chunk of orichalcum? Huh. Maybe in a restricted party where purchasing runes is tough? Yeah, if you're in like a wealthily diminished campaign. I've heard people play campaigns like they're level 10 and they still only have like 50 gold pieces. This is a really cool way to cheat some stuff onto your party. Anvil Spirit, you get a focus point. We should probably change this to give you 3 focus points now. It's weird. Oh, no, there it is. You gain the Spirit Ring focus spell. I didn't see that. My brain did not see that. My brain did not see this. Spirit Ring, 1 action. If your next action is to ring the bell, attempt a crafting check. The DC is usually very hard for your level. If you critically succeed, Huh. Wow. Okay. So for 2 actions and a focus point and a really hard crafting check, you can give your allies +3 to armor class, +3 to attack rolls? Hello? It's very hard, but still. And +9, well, you can only pick 2. You can only pick 2 options at that level. That's crazy. If you fail... So this is very similar to the lingering composition for Bard, except rather than make it last longer, it just makes it stronger for the turn. It's cool. It's not going to work every time you do it. You need to make a very hard crafting check. If you're level 10, very hard crafting check's going to be like DC 30 or something higher than that. Might be like 31, 32. So, it'd be tough. At spell rank 5, it will let you Spirit Ring and then ring twice. Yeah. If you succeeded it. Yeah, if you succeed that, you can spend your turn giving your entire allies +3 to attack rolls, +3 to armor class, +9 to damage, and some elemental damage. That's crazy. Light the Forge. You gain the ability to summon forth the spirit of the forge. Okay. It's the last thing we'll read, and then I do gotta go for the day, unfortunately. My voice is starting to go. It only applies to the effects of the next use. Oh, you're right. So it only give... Okay, gotcha. Only the ones from the next ring get improved. After that, it's the normal ones. Okay, it's better. It's way better. Still, you can give +3 to attack rolls, +9 to damage. That alone is crazy. Yeah, it's support on crack. Like, you are skipping your turns, but you're, like, giving your allies so much benefit. It's Bard with no spells. It is, what if the Bard just did all their actions inspiring? That's it. Like, that is your character. I kind of love it. Combine it with something with some really good passive effects, like, yeah, I don't know. Keep us company till the RFC. I'm sorry, I don't stream much anymore, and I'm nursing a cold. I got a cough. Summon Forge Spirit. 3 action. So you get this at level 18. Oh my god. You have to be legendary in crafting, too. 3 feet, up to 100 feet away. You bring forth the mighty spirit of the forge to unleash its fury against your enemies. It devastates with the heat of molten metal as it emerges from the ground before striking with a weapon forged in its primal embers. This is a kaiju spell. Oh my god, this is a summon kaiju. The forged spirit occupies the space of a huge creature at a speed of 30 feet. It's a kaiju spell. It's got an arrive and depart. Oh my god, it's a kaiju spell. When it arrives, it stokes the coals. The forged spirit explodes up from the earth like a volcanic eruption of molten metal. Creatures in a 30-foot emanation take a 3...
Excuse me, there's a typo there. You don't need A there. It should just be take 3d8 fire damage, not...
3d8 fire damage based on reflex saves. Any creature that takes damage from this effect must drop any metal items held or suffer an additional 3d8 fire damage. And I don't think the reflex save reduces that one. Even if they succeed their reflex save and take half of the original 3d8, they take another 3d8 right away. And those wearing metal armor must attempt a basic fortitude save or take another 3d8. So if you're fighting like the Black Knight, just like metal plate armor, great sword in their hand. And if they, let's say they succeed their reflex save, fail their fortitude save, they take half of 3d8 plus 3d8 plus 3d8. That's roughly 7.5 d8. 7d8 and a d4. Wow. When it departs from the depths of its embers, the forged spirit raises a scorching smith's hammer and brings it down, causing a volcanic earthquake, strikes the ground within 15 feet of it, creating a burst of molten lava and a 20-foot emanation. Creatures within the emanation take 5d8 fire damage and 5d8 bludgeoning damage. The bludgeoning damage is treated as adamantine! If they fail their save, they are also knocked prone with difficult terrain for a minute. So you could think of this, if everybody fails all their saves and they meet all the requirements, this is 19d8 on a focus spell in an AoE. No, it's level 18. It's spell rank 9. But it's a level 18 feat. It's not level 9. Wow. That is so good. That feels so good for a level 18 feat. You've got just enough campaign to make some use out of it multiple times. Like, out of curiosity, let me see. How does that compare to Kineticist Tremor? Let's see. Tremor. Is the Kineticist still really not on Archives of Nethys? No, there it is. Okay. So Tremor at that level. Or, no, not, what's the other Earth one? What's the other Earth Impulse? It's the one that's Rocks Fall, everyone dies. Weight of Stone. Weight of Stone. Weight of Stone, 3 actions, is 4d8 plus 1d8 every 2 levels. So that's going to be at levels 11, 15, and 19. And that's only 78. That's so good. Wait. Oh, if all saves crit fail, it's 30d8. That's crazy good. Oh, I love it. And that's in an area. What a fun spell. Arsenal Mage? I don't know. We're out of time. Fortunately, if you want to know what the Arsenal Mage does, you're just going to have to buy Sinclair's Almanac. Link in the description. You can download it right away. Sorry. Oh, man. But that's it, y'all. Sinclair's is real. The content is there. It's available. If you buy the book, you can download it and check it out and read all of it right now. Why no Last Stand actions? Why no Last Stand for the unique classes? That's actually an interesting question. I wrote the original Last Stand actions. They might have, I think it's because we finished writing those before we finished the new classes. They were difficult. Do you have an answer for that, Obscura or Eldritch? Why there's no Last Stand? Let me see. Where's Last Stand? I thought it was down here. I think it's because the classes were still being worked on. Yeah, so it's possible. I'm not going to promise anything because I have no idea what the rest of the writing schedule looks like. I know we're blitzing out a lot soon. But yeah, it's because everything was done in different times. Some things were worked on, put on pause, delayed, etc., etc. Obedient Mammal, don't be proud of me for getting this done. Be proud of the Sinclair's team. You know, Eldritch, Obscura, Nathan, everybody else who put in God's work on this. I did marketing. You know, I plug it on the channel. I talk about it occasionally. But the real love, the real support, if we can get it from you here in chat, some love, some support, some hearts, some claps for the Sinclair's team for just knocking it out of the damn park. The artists, the writers, the editors, the layouts, everything. I can't thank you guys enough. Like, thank you for everything. Thank you so much to Eldritch and Obscura for hanging out here today. I don't know if Obscura's still here. They might be asleep because it's Australia. But thank you so much, Eldritch, for being here and answering questions. This is so much fun to look through, and I can't wait to use some of it in my game. So, almost 4 a.m. There they are. Oh, God. Get some sleep, Obscura. I hope all y'all have a great day. I'm going to go rest my voice, and I'll see you next week for a bunch more remaster videos. I'll probably post that video about the champion this weekend, because I didn't even realize there was neutral champions in here. They're so cool. You have a stream in 12... Go to bed! Papa says, go to bed! Later, everybody. Just pretend that says stream ending soon. I haven't done this in a while. Okay? Okay.